Hi, I'm a light mode user. Yes, I'm outing myself. I like the brightness in my life, Joey. I like the light, okay? I go towards the light. I'm a fucking moth, okay?
Do you know the word haughty?
Horny?
Haughty?
Haughty?
Is
Haughty?
this a new slang?
No, this is an actual word. Haughty.
Is this like shawty, but without the S?
So you've never heard the word haughty. Does anyone in the office know the word
How do
haughty?
you,
In the
like
definition?
H-A-U-T-Y or
Can you
H-A-W-T-Y?
Can you explain what haughty means? Yes. I learned this word.
So Dietus.
No, he's literally the opposite of haughty. It's like kind of pretentious sounding. It's like, oh, Garnt, you sound
Wait, what does
so
aloof
haughty.
mean?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Oh, stuck up.
There's like a billion ways to say.
I thought aloof was like
the best thing about
not
English,
thinking
right?
about anything. Like, oh.
This is the best thing about English. There's an exact way of describing the exact way of an asshole someone is. There's like, think of any shade of asshole.
Yeah.
The English language has a way of being able to describe the perfect level of like snobbery or dickishness of someone.
What's the two words on the two ends of the spectrum?
I don't know. It's just every kind of word you want to
It's
describe.
like
we have like 10, 20 different ways of describing that someone is a posh asshole.
Right. It goes from the spectrum for me is anywhere between he's a little rude to he's a fucking
That's the Australian. That's the Australian spectrum.
So
it's always a little
the
rude.
reason why I found the reason why I found this out is because I got an audition.
Have we started by the way?
Yeah, I guess
I guess we have.
No, don't start with me saying the C word.
Well, no, we cut that. Cut that.
Mood
part.
on, yeah.
Just put that
Blur that out, mood on.
The reason why I bring this up
Yeah.
and to start the episode with this because I did an audition not too long ago. It's the first time it ever happened to me actually. Is that they had like a reference
that you became pretentious?
that no, I've always been that. James.
I'm glad you're
haughty.
I was they sent me this agency or production whatever sent me an audition sheet. You know, I get this a lot and it's whatever. They like, hey, can you audition for a thing? And this one looked really good. So they were like, hey, we want you to read for this character. And I open it up and I had this thing that happened that it's funny enough because when we met with J. Michael Tatum in LA and Brandon, Michael was telling us about a time where he had to read and the reference was himself. They wanted it to sound like him.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's so fucking cool. That's never going to happen to me. And then it happened to me. And I was the reference that they asked.
Did you get the part?
So, hold on. But the thing is that I had never seen this word. And they were like, sound like CDawg, this clip. It was me. And I'm like, cool. And they said, sound like this, but less haughty. And I was like, what does that mean?
So what is the definition of haughty?
You know,
Is it H-A-U-T-Y or is it H-A-W-T-Y?
I thought
we should have put that in the spelling
I thought
bee.
it was like H-A-W-T-Y.
Okay, here we go.
I thought it was H-A-W-T-Y. Haughty.
H-A-U-G-H-T-Y.
Yes.
Okay,
I know.
Fucking English, right?
Okay.
English language.
Haughty.
Haughty.
I'll play the pronunciation for you.
Haughty.
Yeah, haughty.
Haughty. Oh, I'm getting turned on from text to speech. Like,
More like honey.
Listen how breathy this is.
Haughty.
Haughty.
So it means arrogantly superior or disdainful. Which honestly,
that's pretty accurate.
So you're gonna add that to your Twitter bio? Or?
Yeah. Haughty.
Haughty YouTuber.
to be fair,
Affable Chris and Haughty Connor.
Shut the fuck up. No,
Are you Mr. Haughty? He's Mr. Haughty.
I'm waiting for the next wacky weekends, eh? I'm
So-
Affable Chris next to Haughty Connor right here.
So I had this exact same thing as you guys,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
I opened up the clip and I recognized what it's from.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say too much because I didn't sign an NDA or anything, but I just want to, good practice. It said this, but haughty, but less haughty. And I thought, what the fuck does haughty mean? So I Google it and I'm like, am I to be offended or?
I think they described you in the perfect word.
Yeah.
At least they kind of, wrapped it up nicely in a bow.
So basically they said, sound like CDawgVA, but take the corner out of it.
Yeah.
Just take all of the corner out of CDawgVA.
So they might as well have just said, just be a British guy, but with a nice voice.
And so I took that as, you just want me to be like really nice all the time? Like, what do you like? You don't get a voice like this.
Just be less haughty.
You don't get a voice like this and not sound like that. That's what happens. Like you don't. Like, I'm sorry. So I
you got the whole personality behind it,
yeah,
right?
but at least you got to give them credit that they at least opened up a thesaurus for this. They weren't direct about it. They weren't like, oh yeah, sound like this, but less fucking pretentious and arrogant. Like at least they weren't mean about it.
That would be the most intricate way of insulting me. Start your own project. Cast a thing and then send out auditions to everyone you fucking hate and then just link them as the reference. Sound like Joey, but less of a fucking asshole. Like that's it. It's like, go ahead, Joey, read for it. Read for it, Joey.
Like, do they really have to throw you under the bus like that?
No, they didn't. No, it was good. It was good. They were really nice. I auditioned for the thing and I guess what?
You got the part?
I got the part. I got the part.
Wait.
Where they wanted me to sound like CDawgVA.
You must have been gritting your teeth the whole
less
time.
haughty. But less haughty.
Less haughty. And
can you just like change your voice to that in real life?
Can you do it right now?
Just permanently?
No.
Like I'm gonna hear your voice in this thing that you auditioned for, and I'll be like, we could have had that.
I'm like, where's that Connor?
Where's that guy?
Life?
I want that guy.
Oh my god, this sounds like an amazing Connor.
I would say it's the voice that I would do if I was an asshole, but 20% nicer. 20% nicer. So like, there's still that level of like snobberiness.
Yeah.
Snobbering. I don't fucking know. That's still definitely there.
Haughtiness.
But less haughty, I suppose.
Yeah.
So I did get the role. I read for the part. I've done all my recording for it. So it was a lot of fun. Yeah. So hopefully that'll come out soon.
So you got
and then
to
I'll
play-
tell you guys when it is.
So you got to
Mr.
play
Haughty.
yourself, but nicer. More.
I guess so. I wonder when, because I got a few things that are coming out in the future. I wonder if people will be able to figure out which one it is, which one sounds the nicest.
I mean, when I had to voice my own character in No Straight Roads, I think I had the opposite.
They wouldn't
I was
just
like,
sound more
play as yourself, but more haughty.
Is that possible for you?
Yeah. I'm literally called music elitist. Like, you can't get any more.
That's real life.
That's not.
I mean, you IRL.
No.
I mean, Joey,
In real life, I'm a music hipster.
Joey,
Very
I
different.
would like to comment on your new lovely glasses that you seem to have procured
Thank
now.
you.
You look real haughty.
Yeah.
man.
I was going to say, are you going through your like art director phase? Like, what's
with the glasses?
Yeah, what's with the glasses, Joey?
I don't know. I just now that I'm an owner of a brand, I figured I should probably start looking the part.
What are you? What's the next time you gonna turn up in a turtleneck?
No. See, that's for Mr. Steve Handels right here.
No,
I can't take that.
Are you going to put CEO in your like profile bio next?
Yeah, I already am. I mean, I can't lie about that. I physically am.
I can be a CEO. Not a good one, but I can be a CEO.
Yeah, no,
I want to be a CEO just to have just funny LinkedIn conversations with people.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the shit they do on LinkedIn? You see that one clip where the guy fired like 1,000 people on Zoom? And then he
I saw that one.
And then he
yeah.
like crying. Like he gave a shit.
Yeah, and it was like a one-way Zoom call as well. Nobody could take part. Like it wasn't even a Zoom call. It was a live stream.
Yeah.
Might as well just done it on Twitch. You know what I mean?
The man literally pulled up that you know that the meme video everyone uses in meme edits of the guy crying.
Yeah.
You know the one?
Yeah.
That one? It's like the guy watched that video before he went in and he's trying to emulate that. It was so bad.
Wait, was this the one where he phoned up half of so he opened up with a speech about how he has to let go of half of the company?
Yeah, that
And
was
then-
fucking hell. That was so fucked.
Was that something? Was that a different live stream or was that
This is
the
happening.
same one? You
I
were
think
talking
that's
about?
a different one.
times.
All right.
Yeah,
Fucking hell. There's certainly been way too many Zoom
Yeah,
firings for
we
me
found
to
it.
keep up with nowadays. Holy shit.
I think.
No, the one I'm thinking of was there was a clip.
Yeah, this is the one. It's
yeah.
the CEO from BetterHelp.
Oh,
yes, yes,
Fired
yes.
900 employees on a Zoom call.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And yeah. And he said he's taking time off because apparently it got to him. Oh, it got to him.
This is after the whole controversy happened, right? With like the company or whatever?
No.
Oh, this is before that?
No, this is way after. BetterHelp's
Oh.
doing pretty good now, I think.
Oh, really?
He should consider signing up to BetterHelp.
That's what the meme was. It's like, I wonder if he gave free subscriptions to his employees.
To himself.
What an asshole. Imagine firing 900 people and be like, guys, I need time for myself to adjust. It's like, what?
You know, because like I always thought, you know, I think everyone can relate, but like when you hear the title CEO, you're just like, ooh, that sounds really fancy. But then when you actually become a CEO, you're just like, I don't like that title.
I mean,
That's what every CEO says, Joey.
Listen,
You're fitting into your role perfectly.
That's exactly what happened.
Guys, I'm not like other CEOs.
No, but that's exactly what happened. When I became a CEO, I was like, I kind of hate this word now. I don't like it.
Guys, I don't want to be a CEO.
I don't want to be a CEO.
I'm one of you guys, okay? I'm one of you guys. I don't have it in my profile.
It just sounds gross all of a sudden.
Meanwhile, puts on the glasses.
Yeah. By the way, I'm a CEO.
Yeah. By the way, CEO right here.
Could you tell?
I got my business. Got my business cards right here. Got my business credit card. It's all sorted. Don't worry.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, you're looking very good.
Thank you. You should try it.
I mean, are these
I wear fake glasses sometimes.
Are these fake glasses though?
Fake glasses.
Yeah, I've worn them sometimes.
Yeah.
I can't believe this. My eyesight
You look like Thai Harry Potter.
So this is a fashion statement, Joey.
Of course it fucking
You're making
is.
a fashion statement.
My eyesight's 2020. It's just,
Excuse me?
It's literally a fashion statement.
My eyesight is not your fashion, Joey.
I'm preparing myself for when my eyesight
I
turns to
wasn't
shit.
born with short-sightedness just so you can wear it.
I have some fake glasses at home that I've worn many times.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good on you.
Bad eyesight isn't just something that you can take on and off, Joey. You have to live with it, okay? I can't believe you do me like this, Joey.
Hey man, I look
You
good.
can't see anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter.
You look good. You can't
You
see
can't
any-
see that I'm wearing glasses.
exactly.
No, I've just gotten used to wearing like a lifestyle of contactless because
See, I'm preparing myself because I know for a fact when my eyesight turns to shit at old age, I will be too much of a pussy to try and put contacts.
Yeah.
Because I can't. My eyes are too sensitive. I can't do it.
do you know one weird life hack I found out like
Be rich.
no. Aside from be rich, right?
LASIK.
So I saw the scene in an anime where one character has like short-sightedness, and like if you make like
Oh, fuck off.
they fixed it with the pinhole thing, right? And I'm like, what fucking bullshit is this? And I actually memed it in one of my videos.
Yeah.
And then the comments are just like, no, it actually works. It actually works. Trust me. And I'm like, okay.
Wait, what is it?
So what you do, right, is you just make a pinhole with you make a pinhole, basically a pinhole with like your hand or something, and you look through it. And then you're meant to be able to focus even if you have like short-sightedness. I was like, this is absolute bullshit. And then I tried it. And then it worked. I was like, what? How?
I think you brought that up and it was bullshit.
No, I thought it was bullshit.
So what you're suggesting is that people who have bad eyesight should wear glasses where the glass is like this big. Just like tiny ones like this. It's like, I can see now.
Yeah, I mean
the 30H3, what's that band called? The
303?
303. They
Yeah.
should wear those glasses. The slit ones.
The tiny ones.
No, it's the ones with like
the slit ones.
The slit ones.
I don't know if that's that's
Yeah,
their thing.
yeah. I don't know what the
Like the
science.
Cyclops glasses.
Yeah, I don't know what the fucking science is. It's like insane, but I'm like, why? Like something about my eyes is broken. If all I need to do is do this, and granted, I can only read like because how I tested it out was I was like, normally I cannot read subtitles at all if I'm watching on TV. That's absolutely impossible for me. But like, do this, look at it through a pinhole, and suddenly I can see like one word at a time. I can only see one word at a time, but for some reason it works. I have no idea. I have no idea why.
It's basically the thing, you know, in school when you were learning how to read and you use the ruler to like go one line at a time. It's just that, but now it's like one word at a
It's
time.
just one word at a time. Yeah, I have no idea why this life hack works. Found out about it. Somehow it's not bullshit. Science, explain. Science, please.
It's Dr. Stone meme. It's like...
Wait, yeah, which anime did you see it in?
It was like an isekai pharmacy anime. Of course it was. It was the isekai pharmacy anime.
mentioned in Dr. Stone as well. It's like,
Oh, was it mentioned in Dr. Stone as well? Okay. Yeah, I don't know why that works. Like, body stupid or something like that.
Brain dumb.
Yeah.
Wait, so how bad is your eyesight?
My eyesight's pretty bad. Not like awful bad.
Or when did it start getting bad?
So
I don't think you've told the story.
I don't know if I've told the story. Maybe I have, but I've started getting bad when I was like a teenager. Not a teenager, like a kid.
Oh,
like,
shit.
Like a kid. So like right when I was
like primary school? Or?
Yeah, primary school.
Oh, okay.
And gonna call out my mum for a second here. Because
she's going to see this too.
yeah, she is going to see this, but she can confirm that this happened because back in the day, I was like sitting really close to the TV, and my mum was just like, "Don't sit close to the TV. Your eyesight's going to get worse." and so I was like, but Mum, I can't really see the TV right now. And she's just like, it's because you're playing too many video games. Here, just try harder. Just look harder, okay? But just keep your eyesight. Just keep your eyesight in check, okay? And then I do this for like, basically, it was like the most Asian, like it was like the most Asian advice you can ever think of. It was just like, just look harder. Just try harder.
Study more.
Your mom literally just said, "Get good."
She was like, son, just get good. Just get good eyesight. And it was only like until like, I was like, it was like 3 years down the line when we just had this fucking realization of, oh, maybe I'm just short-sighted.
So wait, was it, because I've always been interested. So was it like when your eyesight goes bad when you're a child, right?
Yeah.
Is it like a gradual thing over like many years to the point where suddenly it's like the change is so slow that you don't notice the change happening until it's too late? Or is it literally like you wake up one morning and you're like, I can't fucking see?
Honestly, my eyesight was bad to the point where it's always been bad to the point where I don't remember ever having good eyesight. I don't think I've ever had perfect eyesight. I've just like some of my earliest memories are having something on TV and just me going, I need to sit like this close to the TV in order to see the TV. Like I've never sat on the couch and be like, okay, I can see the TV. I've always had to sat like near the TV. Obviously that was, what made my eyesight bad in the first place, according to Asian parents. But no, like I've always had bad eyesight, and it was only when I was like 7-ish that I got my first glasses. And I remember the first time putting on glasses, and I was like, holy shit. This is a life hack.
A whole new world.
What is this? People see like this normally?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I think I saw that it was a long time ago. There was this like artist, this digital artist that like drew watercolor paintings of what the world looks like to people who have bad eyesight. And looking at that painting as someone with normal eyesight, I was just like, this is giving me a headache.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, y'all live like this? Like, holy shit. So that's, I think it's after that I saw that made me go like, okay, I need to like really take care of my eyesight. So like now whenever I'm like sitting in front of a computer or a TV or whatever, or even if I'm like staring at my phone for a long time, I always wear my blue light glasses because I've always had really, really sensitive eyes. I don't know why. Because like, can you guys open your eyes in a pool?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't do it. Because like the moment I open my eyes, I can physically feel my eyes burning.
Oh yeah, no, I can.
Yeah.
Everyone's does.
Yeah, but like
I just leave them open.
But mine burns extra. But I don't know.
No, I gotta swim.
Yeah.
I gotta see where I'm going.
Mine burns extra hard.
But also like
just get better eyesight.
I also
get stronger eyes.
I also just bought goggles.
Yeah. But like, because when you see, especially in Australia, right? Because it's like, summers get really hot, and in Australia, you always have that one friend who has a pool in their house, right? So you go swim in their pool, and then there's that moment usually in like early like middle school, late elementary school where you start to be like, I don't need goggles. I'm not a child anymore. I'll just jump in like the adults do and just open my eyes underwater. So there was that that happened, and I was just like, yeah, I am also an adult now. I will try it as well. So I jump in. I'm just like, but instinctively you're like, I don't want to open my eyes.
Right.
It's gonna hurt. I'm like, fuck it. I'm an adult. Did it once, and then
wait. Did you jump with your eyes open?
No. I jump in with my eyes closed.
Slam the claw directly in your eyes. Yeah, of course. I think that's just gonna hurt anyway.
Just body slam your eye.
No, I didn't even do that. I remember I didn't even jump in the pool. I was on the edge of the pool, and I just stuck my face in the water, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna open my eyes. And I did it for like 1 second, and I was like, it feels like someone's stabbing my eyeball.
Yeah, I think that's normal though.
And I pulled I pulled my eyes out, and all the whites in my eyes were just bloodshot red.
Yeah, I think.
And my parents were like, "Oh, that's not normal. That's more red than usual."
I think that's normal.
That's normal.
Is it?
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that?
So normally it's like you're doing it for like 10 minutes tops. Like you're not doing it for long.
10 minutes? I can barely do it for 2 seconds.
I've done like whole swimming sessions, like an hour doing it, and it fucking hurts afterwards. But it's like, well, I got to see where I'm going.
Just buy some goggles.
Well, I just
buy
forgot
goggles,
on that
right.
one session.
Yo, sailors in the fucking sea or something like, oh no, I'm drowning, but I can't see anything. I don't have my goggles. Oh no.
Sergeant, pass me my goggles.
To be fair, a lot of pathogens and shit in
That's
the
true.
water
That's true.
that is
I mean,
not
I'm not like, I mean, if I need to, I don't like it, but if I need to see underwater, if I need to open
when I'm
my
going
eyes.
to the beach, I don't bring goggles. I've never brought goggles to the beach.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't in the beach
I'm
either,
just-
but I'm also not opening my eyes underwater when I'm at the beach.
I try not to.
Because most of the time my head is above water anyway.
You
Yeah.
get water in your eyes.
Yeah.
Man,
No, I get like a little, splash in
feels
your
like the
eyes or
weirdest
whatever.
debuff.
So
Yeah.
is
It is a weird
Just
debuff.
blind. You're like I have chlorine sensitivity in my eyes.
I do have chlorine sensitivity, but I also have. But I realize that it's not just the chlorine for me. It's that like now like if I stare at a TV for more than 5 minutes without my blue light glasses, I get a headache.
This episode is sponsored by Harry's.
Guys, we've been on the road, on tour, and if there's one thing I really miss doing, it's having that nice, clean, shaved face.
And with their incredibly sharp razors and refills that arrive in the nick of time, Harry's is the official sponsor of Cutting It Close. As I've mentioned a million times on the show, I use Harry's all the time and religiously.
It really does.
The reason why is because the shave is better than any other razor I've ever used. The refills are cheap as hell, the blades are sharp and precise, and I just always get the cleanest shave.
Did you know, Connor and audience, right now you can get Harry's starter set for just, get this, $3.
$3? That's actually insane.
$3. Plus, you'll get a free travel size body wash. The set includes a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, foaming shave gel, and a travel cover. A $16 value for just $3.
That's actually insane.
All of that. And all you have to do is visit harrys.com/trashtaste. It's that simple.
So no matter how busy things get, stay fresh with Harry's. Get your Harry's starter set today, and you'll also get a free travel size body wash. Just go to harrys.com/trashtaste. That's harrys.com/trashtaste. Link in the description down below.
Back to the episode.
Do you need
Yeah.
do you need to use dark mode for everything?
Yes.
I
Okay.
use dark mode because I'm not an asshole. Like, I just think light mode looks like shit.
Yeah, it's like, and
The
also,
only-
I
the
don't want to
only-
be that guy while I'm lying in bed and my partner is
fucking-
next to me, and it's just like, it's like,
I don't. There's literally no. The only way the light mode is good is like because the Windows UI looks like shit on dark mode.
Let me see. You dark mode motherfuckers play shit up too much. Okay. Hi, I'm a light mode user. Yes, I'm outing myself right now. Okay.
That's probably why your eyesight's shit.
Yeah. That's why.
Because you're blinding yourself every night.
I've been blind my entire life. What's it gonna do? Make me more? Make
You're
me
literally like-
make me more blind?
Every time you open up Twitter, it's just like a COD flashbang. It's like,
Oh, block this guy. Come on, it's white. Don't let the viewers look
it
at
is.
this.
It
Come on.
is.
Look
That's
at
why.
this.
The
Look at
only
this.
people who use light mode are people who just
Psychopaths.
can't get over the 5-second difference of a changing to dark mode and being like, it's different. Because people are like, oh, I don't like it. It's different. Change it back.
No,
But like the moment you use it for one day, you'll be like, I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I
Like,
never
you just
went
like-
back.
No,
Yeah.
I have used dark mode on like some apps, and I'm like, I like
what, 10 seconds.
Huh?
10 seconds.
Discord. That's it. My Discord's still dark mode, and I'm like, yeah, I don't.
Discord in light mode is unforgivable.
I don't
That's
even.
like the worst.
I
offender of
don't
light
even
mode.
know what Discord
that-
light mode looks like.
Okay, Discord light mode just looks ugly. That just looks
I
ugly.
need to
like,
see.
It's horrific.
but like everything else, I've switched to dark mode, and I'm like, I like the brightness. You
You do not use-
I like the brightness.
You
Okay.
do not use Twitter in.
I looked up Discord light mode, and the first thing that came up was
you want-
Discord
do you-
light mode meme.
do you want to check my Twitter? Do you want to?
Oh my
Oh,
god!
so ugly, dude.
Who uses Discord like this?
Yeah, okay,
horrific.
Discord's ugly.
That's
Twitter, I like it in like mode, okay?
I can't remember if there was a few studies or something a while back that was like it was measuring the impact on which one's better for you, dark or light mode. I couldn't remember if there was a conclusion. I remember that there was something along the lines of what light mode could be better because it's more reminiscent of say books or paper.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, Joey, like you like I'm in bed, okay? I want to read manga.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? Switch the manga to dark mode? Manga doesn't have a dark mode, you
I
know?
don't read manga on my fucking phone.
Oh,
That's one of the
Okay,
big
okay,
That's one of the
okay,
big
Joey.
reasons I can't because
Okay,
it's
Joey.
too bright.
and I would argue that a lot of manga is more dark than light. A lot of the drawing is black. Taking
it's
up a lot of
literally
room.
on white page. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but if they fill up
Connor,
most of the shit.
what-
They fill up most of the shit.
Okay, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. I
the
was
manga.
on your side until
Read
you
the
said
manga.
that.
Read the manga. It's on white paper, but there's more ink on the paper than white.
What are you talking about? It's a white
It's
background.
arguably more dark than it is light.
Okay, maybe
Think
for
about
something
it.
like Berserk.
There we
but
go.
like,
But tell me Berserk is light.
Berserk is a dark fantasy. Of course, it's gonna have so many fucking like.
but if I'm
Plenty of
reading,
other examples.
but if I'm reading like Pop Team Epic, then that's like mostly white.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of dark in them. You know, a lot of them have a lot of words Taking out.
Well, then I would argue every novel is also the same.
I'm pretty sure even the most hardcore light mode person is watching this right now, being like, "No, Connor,
I'm trying my best.
Stop, Connor, stop." Okay.
Listen, I think there's saying the manga argument is very negligible in terms of is that light mode or not. Because there's going to be some. We're not saying dark. We're not fucking nocturnal.
Yeah, who the fuck?
It's not all dark. There's light sources on there.
Yeah, the only way you'd be able to read manga in dark mode is if you just like invert the image.
Like what we're trying to say is that generally, like the background and a lot of that stuff is dark, which is nice and it's better because the phone is backlit. You know?
Well, the thing is, because like
manga is not traditionally
the reason I genuinely like light mode is because.
You've never tried dark mode.
I have tried dark mode. No, okay, the best mode is the one where it switches for you automatically, depending on the time of day. Because the thing is, I wake up.
Screen dimmer?
Yeah, the screen.
Oh,
no, not the screen dimmer. There's a literal mode that will switch on some apps that will switch from light mode to dark mode.
Like an in-car GPS?
Yeah, kind of. That's like the best mode, but like, I like when I wake up and I just have like the brightness of the screens, okay? One thing, I genuinely.
Welcome to your future, robot slaves.
Look, genuinely, because I'm someone who needs a lot of sunshine, you know? I like my sunshine, I like my brightness. The way my body...
All right, we get it, God. You touch grass.
Okay,
yes, okay.
Hold on.
No, this is, I'm not even touching grass.
Phone screen comparison, phone light is not even remotely comparable to sunlight.
Yeah, look, I get it. I get it.
Computer screen, it fucking makes a difference, okay?
Yes. Okay, God,
Fuck
I get
off.
it. I also enjoy sunlight, but you know what I do when I want to enjoy sunlight? I fucking go outside and look at sunlight.
I open my curtains.
Okay, obviously you guys you've
sell?
never lived in England when sometimes it's just like a fucking cloudy day and it's just the most
It's still bright.
We do not live in like the northern hemisphere of like Finland in the middle of fucking nowhere during dark winter. We have light.
I will take any brightness source I can get. The brighter the room is, the happier I am, the more awake I am.
Again, that's probably why you're blind. Because you're just flashbanging your eyes every day.
A phone's lightness is not even remotely comparable to a light in, say, like a room, like a ceiling light or anything. It's not even remotely similar.
Do you also take every selfie with the flash on as well?
Sorry?
Do you also take every selfie with the flash on?
No. Okay. That's got nothing to do with it.
as well.
That's got nothing to do with
his
it.
office to just be a bunch of fucking phone screens just lighting up the room. Like what? These lights are totally different type of like I do not want the artificial.
It's
light.
like I want white walls in my room.
Sunlight feels so much nicer than like this light.
Sunlight does feel so much nicer, but sometimes you're in a room where you can't get enough sunlight. Sometimes you're in a place where there isn't enough natural light, and there's just the lighting on the ceiling or the lamps.
The last light I think about getting to fix that problem is my phone.
Is a phone light.
Okay, I will say having a bright mode on your like PC is much better to me. Like it feels
for the argument's sake, I do use Windows light mode.
Yeah.
Because the dark mode, I don't know what they did to it. It looks fucking horrendous.
Really?
Yeah. Do you use it?
I didn't even know there was a dark mode.
There is a dark. It just doesn't look good. I'm not sure why.
Oh.
Like try it. We'll do it later.
Okay.
I mean, what looks bad about light mode? What actually? I don't get why everyone says it looks bad. Okay,
It's just really.
It's like having like bread from a store. And then you don't know a bakery exists out there. I don't know what you're talking about. Fresh bread, right? Garnt, right?
You're really clutching at straws right now, bro.
It does. Light mode does everything. It's a very viable option, but it's just because you don't know about the joyous abilities.
You could have just
mode.
said it hurts my eyes.
No, it doesn't. No, because
it does. It hurts my eyes.
I just think dark mode looks
you just
way
have weak
better.
eyes, Joey.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Dark mode just looks.
I literally just told you. I have weak
Dark
eyes.
mode looks better. That's why we have After Dark, because it's the better version of Trash Taste. Because the dark version of Trash Taste.
This disgusting. This is light mode dark taste. Sorry.
If a lot of the apps
taste.
just like Twitter to me is I can't unsee it as a dark mode app. When I see it on light mode, I'm like, this is fucking like when you watch those documentaries and they play all like the millions of tweets that pop up and they have the white background. I'm like, this is fucking shit.
Bro, we sold more After Dark merch than we did regular Trash Taste merch. Coincidence?
That's it. People like.
I think not. People like dark mode.
People like the vibe, but there is people who
this is not light.
I know it's not
reflecting.
Well, you're wearing the light mode one, man.
I guess so.
You got white there, Connor. What are you doing? Doesn't that hurt your eyes?
Yeah, no,
doesn't it hurt your eyes, Connor?
Connor's wearing like the pale mode.
Yeah, I have pale mode. Point is that apps are better in dark mode.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
No. I think there is a sect of us light mode users. We have been oppressed by the dark mode users.
Okay, I'm tweeting out right now.
At least
on
tell
Trash
me.
Taste,
Okay.
Light of dark mode.
Okay. At least.
Of course, dark mode's gonna win.
Okay. At least tell me.
How do you know that? How do you know?
Because we're all fucking weebs.
No, pause.
They fucking stay in. They first stay in their fucking man caves, right?
Yo, listen. At least tell me, all right? If you're, you're in bed, right? Just before you go to bed.
I can't believe I'm not the one fighting.
You're gonna be. You're gonna be. On your phone, just like going through Twitter and stuff like that before you go to bed, right? You do that?
Yes.
Okay. How bright do you have your phone?
How bright do I have my phone?
Like when it comes to the brightness meter on your phone, right?
Right.
Is it all the way to the top or is it all the way to the bottom or somewhere in between?
Well, I try not to go on my phone if the room is dark.
Yeah, if you're in a pitch black room and you want to go on Twitter before you go to bed, how bright is your phone?
Usually don't, because like, to me, like that's one way to just not get to sleep, right?
Right.
It's not, I try.
It's also one way to have eyesight as well.
Well, okay,
Listen, I'm a bed phone enjoyer.
I am as well.
I put my phone next to my bed.
I put my Twitter on dark mode and I put my brightness
Bad habits.
all the way down.
Bad habits. Bad habits.
Am I guilty of checking my phone? Yeah, sometimes I am.
Yeah, of course.
Your Honor. Okay, I'm guilty. All right,
yeah, of course.
But I sleep like an ox. I sleep great. I have great sleep.
Yeah,
but I'm saying it's a good habit just because like it gets your mind in the process of getting to sleep. Healthy habits. Not.
So
of course, not everyone does.
Preach healthy habits
I am going
from a guy who uses light mode.
I am going to preach this. Okay, I'm preaching this right now, Joey.
Listen, if I have any healthy habits, I'd stop drinking. Garnt. I don't care about that. All right.
If I had healthy habits, I'd stop using light mode.
I clearly don't care about that.
So you'd rather
But
use.
also, I think that's bullshit, though. What you're saying is the healthiest way is to not look at your phone. What we're arguing is, I'm not really. He's arguing. I'm just helping him out here. That you should look at the dark mode if you're going to look.
I'm arguing that the best mode is the mode that switches automatically for you. But if I had a choice between dark mode and light mode, I choose light mode because I don't want to switch manually to light mode every time when I wake up in the morning and see all the brightness.
What is it that you don't like about dark mode?
What is it that I don't like about dark mode? It's not that I don't like dark mode, it's that I prefer light mode.
Well, why do you prefer light mode?
I literally just said because I said because I like the brightness in my life, Joey. I like the light, okay? I go towards the light. I'm a fucking moth, okay? I like the brightness. Okay, why is that a bad thing? I like the brightness.
Do you watch YouTube in dark or light mode?
Light mode. Fuck off. Everything.
You know, like
everything. I think everything aside from Discord, because I think Discord just looks ugly.
Discord is actually war crime. I think we can all agree on
YouTube, that. Light mode, everything.
It looks so bad in light mode.
What is wrong with the light mode? What is wrong with YouTube light mode? Literally,
it's too white.
The fucking logo has white in it.
You know what?
The logo has white in it.
You know what I hate about?
Yeah, but it's like 3 pixels.
It doesn't matter. Okay.
You know what I hate about YouTube is that you open it, right? So you open YouTube.
Yeah.
And it does. Okay, it did win this time. Sometimes, right, it'll just open white and then turn to dark.
Oh,
and I'm
yeah,
like, YouTube, sort this fucking shit out. I don't want to see a single frame of light.
I think they fixed that recently, though.
But a lot of people, it's something you got to consider as well. If you're making thumbnails, you got to make it for dark and light mode. You got to make sure it looks good on both.
I've never thought about
that.
Think about that. I don't consider light mode.
Yeah, when you make your thumbnails, do you actually consider that? No white background, no nothing?
I try not to make it. Yeah, I look at both because I edit in dark mode. So I got to be, because people leave on the default, right?
Oh, I just assume no one watches YouTube in light mode.
No, it's default, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know.
Which means that our calls will never be the best.
Yeah.
Sag.
I just don't. Okay.
People are lazy and they just don't change the defaults because they get used to something and then they're too scared to change it. Like this guy. If you changed it, I guarantee he wouldn't turn
I have changed it. I'm saying this is not. Do not lump me with the same people who are still using Internet Explorer because they don't know how to change to fucking Google Chrome.
What if we did like a little science experiment? What if you change the dark mode for a week? I'll change the light mode for a week, and at the end we can decide
and see who has the better eyesight at the end of the week.
We'll see
I've already lost Joey.
Can't improve.
See if we convert. You know?
See if we convert.
See if we can convert.
I'm not going to convert. I literally.
Ignorance.
He's not responding.
Okay. Ignorance.
He's not. He doesn't want to.
You're not participating in the experiment.
Wait. Okay. Do you think there is a chance you're going to convert to light mode?
No.
Then what's the point of this? There's no point of this experiment.
No, because I'm trying to help you to act like you're not the only one going.
He's taking the ball for the team.
I started in light mode. And then ironically I saw the light, and I didn't like it, so I went to the dark. And that's what I'm in now. So I've had the light mode because where I started.
Yeah, I mean, I had the light mode as well, and then I learned about dark mode afterwards, and so I was like, oh, I'll try this new dark mode thing out, and I was like, oh, I much prefer it because it doesn't blind me every morning.
Look, I'm just saying, like, fucking light mode is the pizza crust of the app world, okay? Like, it feels exactly the same where if you choose to use fucking light mode, people act like you've just committed a fucking war crime or something. You know, a war crime against their eyes or something. Okay, that's what it feels like. Okay,
what do you? All right, what do you think is winning right now in the poll?
Dark mode?
I know it's dark mode winning.
Why do you think it's dark mode?
Because you dark mode guides are so fucking vocal about it.
Dark mode guys.
You dark mode users.
It's because I'm sick of being on the fucking train, looking across on the person next to me, and they have fucking light mode beaming in my eyes.
Exactly.
Like, you uncivilized fuck. Use dark mode.
What is
look. It doesn't matter what the poll says. All right.
I want to guess 90-10.
What do you think?
Probably 90-10, yeah.
Do you think it's that much?
Maybe. That's what I feel like,
if you put a gun to my head, I'd have been like...
That's what I feel
60,
like.
40.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it now?
Well, let me...
How long has the poll been up?
Wait. How many...
3,000 votes.
Okay.
95% dark mode.
You know what?
Holy
Anyone
shit.
who says...
I am fighting for you 5%, you know? If
How many alt accounts do you have?
Okay.
Wait.
We have a live trash taste prediction.
All right.
So someone said, okay, which one of the boys uses light mode? Confess your sin. Someone replied, it's Garnt. Connor is going to defend dark mode like his life depends on it. and Joey is going to say, I can see both sides, but prefers dark mode. I feel so called down. Anyone who says light mode is a sociopath.
Look, if there are 500 light mode users in the world, I am one of them.
Our audience
if there are
knows us too much and I
100
hate
light
it.
mode users in the world, I am one of them. If there are 10 light mode users in the world, I am one of them. I will defend light mode till my dying breath, okay? I don't care how many of you
feels like you're
guys
stuck in the
are there.
past.
If there's one more of you, if there's one more of me, I've found a brother,
You need
okay?
to make like an AA meeting, but for light mode users. You're like, why didn't we convert? And you just hiss it anytime the light flickers or anything.
We're going to start a movement. It's a revolution, okay? We're taking back the light mode.
The resistance.
The resistance.
It's one of those things when I realized that dark mode is a thing and I tried it out, I was like, oh, this is much better. It's like having a wrong fitting t-shirt for the longest time, and then you realize, oh, it can feel like this. That's what it felt like to change.
Right.
Like a pair of boxes that didn't quite fit as nicely, but you didn't realize that because they were your only pair for a really long time.
Was the app that convinced you? Was it Discord? Because I swear
for me, it was Twitter.
Twitter.
I started off with Twitter because I think a lot of apps don't even tell you that dark mode exists.
Yeah.
I didn't know it existed.
Me neither.
And then I think I went on Twitter one day and they showed the dark mode option.
Yeah.
But they had dark, like true dark, and then like the dim dark, like the kind of navy dark. And I used that one. Love that one. Looks amazing. And then I thought, what if there's dark mode for other apps? And one time I shared my screen on Discord and it was light mode. I didn't even realize dark mode existed. And then all my live stream people were like, what the fuck? What the fuck? You didn't
No, I get it, because I was exactly the same. So it was like I saw it on Twitter and I was like, oh, let me try this out. And I was like, oh,
because people screenshot
looks
tweets,
amazing.
right?
Yeah.
And it always looks better.
Exactly. And I was like, oh, is that like a plugin or something? What is that?
Have you realized, most screenshots you see on Twitter are dark mode?
Yeah.
Of like tweet memes? Dark mode. Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Think about the sins.
There's a lot of society.
It doesn't matter how many. It does, like I said, it doesn't
We would
matter
have
how many
flying
people
cars
use
if everyone
dark
was using
modes.
dark mode.
I honestly think that
Society, if everyone used dark mode.
fuck giving people what they want.
That is
Let's
why.
just take away.
That is
light
why
mode.
this is the most depressed society we've had in all of history. Okay, this is why this is the depressed
We had
generation.
the Great Depression.
Okay,
We haven't had that yet.
okay, this is why mental health is such a big deal now. It's because too many people are using dark mode. Please, guys,
I go to
you
my-
get
I
some
go-
brightness in your life.
I go to my BetterHelp session, and after I lost my job and I used my 3-month coupon as remittance.
It's because people are using light mode to substitute for sunlight.
Social media.
That's why.
I'm trying to grow like a plant in his room, dude. Trying to synthesize while he's
He's
trying
got
to
like a
work.
plane. He's just got his phone up to it. It's just like, come on, grow.
He's like, I can feel the cells getting energy in my body.
Photosynthesis, please.
Can't be like a cannabis plant, bro, trying to grow from artificial light in his house.
Oh my god.
Oh, how the fuck did we get on this topic?
I don't know. Welcome to Trash Taste.
How did it start?
I can't remember.
I don't know,
Eyesight.
because we're talking about haughtiness. Oh yeah, it's just talking about eyesight.
Eyesight, One of the most interesting videos I've ever seen actually is you're talking about like artists, the artists who drew like as the world would look if you didn't have glasses. Right. I remember seeing a video once of like a blind artist. And he was born like without eyes.
Yeah.
And I was like one of the most interesting videos I've ever seen because this guy's an artist, but obviously he's never seen anything in his life. And he describes like what colors, the concept of colors of what he thinks, right? And he's like,
Oh, I think I've seen this.
yeah, and he's like, I don't get it. Like people have tried to describe colors to me. People have tried to describe colors to me, and it's such an interesting concept of how do you describe colors to someone who's never seen colors?
Can you describe orange to me right now? Can you describe orange, the color?
Well, see, because when most
Heaven, like imagine heaven in a color. It's the best fruit. It's the best fruit. All right.
I think the general consensus, because I remember seeing that video a while back. The general consensus is like when you talk about things like the color red, for example, right?
Yeah.
You think of like hot, or like blue is like a cool color.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, it's like that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, he's like, so people describe red as hot. It's like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah. What does that mean?
Why is hot a color? How the fuck does that make sense?
Like,
And
because like blue can be hot as well if you're talking about a blue flame.
yeah, exactly.
So it's like, it doesn't, when you think about it, it's like, okay, how do you describe, say, like this particular shade of purple to someone?
It's trash taste. just trash taste, isn't it?
It's like, oh, of course.
Of course. I've seen trash taste, but wait a minute. I haven't.
I've heard trash taste before.
Well, so is his art good or what?
Huh?
Was it good?
Yeah. It's like, it's really
Well,
good.
I think
How?
I don't know.
How does he know what he's drawing?
I think he's just
Am I ignorant?
I think it comes with that whole concept of like, if you're born blind or you're born deaf,
Yeah.
that is normal to that person as it is for the rest of everyone else who is born with sight or born with hearing, right?
Yeah.
It's only, I think I remember like a comedian talking about this. It's only when normal people make it weird that it becomes weird for them, right?
Yeah.
Because like if someone is born deaf, then it's like, well, to them, not hearing anything is normal. But it's not until someone's like, oh, you're deaf. Oh, you can't hear music. And it's like, don't make it fucking weird for them. They're living fine.
I mean, it's like if I didn't know like dark mode existed, it wouldn't bother me. I wouldn't know I didn't know it existed, right? So if I
it's
didn't
only
know,
when someone points it out
if
that
I
you're
didn't
just
know
like,
music
what?
existed, I'd be like, whatever, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Have your fucking music.
Exactly.
But yeah, like what I found so interesting is he still can imagine, let's say, like what a landscape looks like, and what.
Yeah, you'd have your own interpretation of what the description could be or what you think it is, right?
Yeah.
That would you could still visualize that.
Yeah, like I think one of the coolest, I'm gonna call it ability, even though it's like kind of a condition because it sounds like a fucking ability. Is I think it's called like synesthesia or something, where one sense is tied to another sense, right?
So,
Which is one of the coolest things I've ever heard. Like I think we met Baron J. John, who actually had synesthesia, and like he was telling his story about how you say a word or you hear a sound and he sees like a certain color with that sound.
Yes.
And I'm like, this is the closest we've gotten to like X-Men in real life.
Wait, hold up. So like, let's say
let me get the proper definition.
Let's say
just to make sure.
because let's say you said coffee to me.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm going to picture brown.
But that's because you're associating it with the object that exists.
Yeah.
If you're talking about, say, like a very arbitrary concept that doesn't exist in the physical realm and doesn't have a form, for example.
Like what?
God.
I have an image.
Like what color do you imagine though?
White, right?
But that's because you're probably thinking about.
No, not because of me.
I was kidding.
Just want to before you trust me there. I'm talking about like because you're the
here's another one.
God's a light mode user. That's right. When you say God, do you think light mode?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a Satanist. Okay. Here's another example. When I say the number 3, what color do you think of?
Grey.
Why grey?
Don't know. Just thought of that color when you said
What about
it.
number 4?
Probably green.
Why green though?
I don't know. It's green. When you say color and 4, I think green.
Like, because of 420?
I don't think it. But here's the thing. I imagine that it's like consistent, right? If you always ask them 4, it would always be the same color, right? If you ask me 4 and then a color, I would probably say a different color every time.
Right.
Ask me this in like a fucking year, and we'll see.
Okay, so I looked up on Google, for example, right? Synesthesia is when you, for example, you hear music but you see shapes.
Yeah.
Or you hear a word or a name and instantly see a color. For example, you might hear the name Alex and see green.
Yeah, so...
Do you have that, or are you just like...
No.
Or I think what you were doing was just like hearing a number and then being like, picking random color, green.
Yeah.
I'd say the music one was sounds a little familiar. Definitely seeing shape, like visualizing shapes to music.
Really?
That sounds familiar. But not the other ones.
Right. Well, then maybe you might... I feel that
like
music...
every music has like a... If you imagined... Do you know... Like if you... Because it's like, you know, if you said like rock in your head, maybe you could visualize what it would look like if you were to...
like rock music?
Yeah.
Well, it depends for me. I think like, yeah, no, definitely like if you hear enough music and you get into it, then yeah, you can definitely start to like envision. Like I've had moments where I've listened to a new piece of music and I can envision what the music video
but
might
I don't
look
actually
like, right? But,
see it, right?
But I don't physically see it.
Yeah.
You physically see it?
Yeah, you physically see it.
Well, that's the condition.
That's synesthesia.
Right? That's the
so
literal
it's like
condition.
so it's like when you hear the word Alex, your vision becomes
sees the color.
that color.
And it's not only tied to vision as well. I've heard of some people where it's tied to like taste or something.
Wait,
so
why would this be a superpower? This sounds like a detriment. I want fucking shapes in front of my eyes all the time. Why the fuck would I want shapes?
You just fuck with someone as well if you just see me being like Alex. So green.
Are you sure this is what it is?
Well, I just looked it up.
I want to look it up now.
Yeah.
It is a real condition. It's one of the strangest conditions I think of.
Yeah, it is.
But I
weird.
think it's like super cool.
Because it's like because you see it clearly. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah. Well, obviously I don't have synesthesia.
Well, I don't know.
I've only read and heard about it.
Because when you said the music thing, I said I feel that it's like I didn't.
You imagine that.
Yeah.
But no, you physically see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With like what font, what graphics, like what?
I don't know the condition.
Like what? How would this look? This sounds what?
You should probably ask someone with synesthesia.
Any viewers watching with synesthesia, please
explain in the comments.
Feel free to inform us, enlighten us.
Yeah. This is my ignorance of where I'm like, this sounds too fake. This I think this is bull. But like I know that's just because I can't, because none of you have it and none of you can sit here and explain.
I felt that way about live mode as well.
Because like you're explaining it to me and none of you have it, so I'm like, this doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
Well, yeah, of course.
Because I'm like,
I can only like imagine what it's like, but you know, I mean, you know, I definitely can imagine things. Like my mind can wander when I listen to a piece of music, for example. Like I think anyone can do that, but like physically seeing something is very different.
Yeah.
Like you gotta be on some like hallucinogenics.
Exactly.
If you're a normal person that doesn't have synesthesia, but for someone like synesthesia, it's like being on hallucinogenics all the time.
Okay, so here's WebMD. Only the best sources.
Yeah, of course.
One of the most common responses to seeing letters, numbers, and also colors. You might also see or hear a word and taste food. See, hear a word.
So say for example,
how would you audibly hear what?
But like not. But I don't think it's the word that is associated with the taste. So it's not the same as like hearing the word bacon and then tasting bacon. It's more like a completely different thing.
Yeah, it's a
or maybe it is bacon. I don't know.
Let's say someone said bacon and then I would hear like free real estate. Like in my ear, like that.
Yeah, maybe. or vice versa. If I said free real estate, you'd be like,
"Oh my god, okay,
it tastes like bacon."
Okay,
free real estate.
Okay. My ignorance on the subject and my not understanding of it is not one of like disgust or revolt. I just don't get it, and I want to understand this.
Because I think it's different
this
to
is
when,
weird.
for example, like, you know, if you see a picture of a lemon, then you start salivating. I think it's very different to that, because that is like an association with that's an association with pre-existing knowledge of what that is.
But your brain is fucking weird enough where it could easily make pre-existing bonds or ties to stuff.
Oh, of course.
Where, because that's
I mean, again,
normal.
that explains the whole thing of like looking at a picture of a lemon and salivating.
Right.
Yeah.
I suppose
that's because I remember they did that when I went to go get a PCR test in Japan. Like at the PCR center, they have pictures of like sour plums and lemons there to help you salivate.
I guess
I thought it was really funny.
Like, you saw this.
I completely forgot.
Yeah, we definitely saw that.
I was like, why is there a picture of a lemon? It's like, that's why.
I guess because right now the explanation makes it sound like you like I could believe it if you you hear something and then it's a very faint picture, but like if it's like what was it obstructing your view? Like what? Like,
I don't know. I don't know synesthesia.
Like, I want to know this.
I'm sure there's different levels of severity to it. Maybe
yeah.
it's like a light hue, or maybe it's just like putting a piece of green paper in front of your face. I don't know.
Honestly, anyone with synesthesia,
Thank
please.
God I'm not a fucking doctor. If someone came to me with this shit, I'd be like, all right, fuck off. You're not having any meds.
It's like, Doc, I'm suffering from synesthesia. It's like, no, you're not. Bullshit.
I'd be like, what
Get off
do you
the
got? What do you
drugs.
got? I'd be like, what do you explain to me? So when I show you this water bottle, you see 5? Fuck off, you stupid little fuck. Come to my fucking office again.
You see colors? You see colors and sound? Yeah, I can see. I can see as well. I see.
I
colours
also
as well.
have eyesight.
Man, shout out to those doctors that just like believe people. No, I mean, to me, it's like I want to know more about it because I don't.
Yeah,
like,
it's fascinating.
That's the thing is that like it's like a lot of the times I think that personally and our brains are very poor at understanding things we have no concept of being able to like feel or experience ourselves.
Yeah.
So like when I'm asking all these questions, it's not out of like, it's not real. It's like, it's just like, I just want to know exactly how it feels and what you're experiencing.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why it's so hard for us to like say, you know, whenever you see any kind of like charity movement or something like that, it's so hard to convince people with like facts and numbers.
Yeah,
but you hear a story and you're like, oh, okay, I get it. There is an issue. There's a problem or something like that.
And it's not, again, I want to preface that this is not from like, because I know that this could be comparable to like, say, mental health. And it's like, oh, well, you know, how could you say that? You could argue that doesn't exist because you didn't feel it or you can't empathize with it. And that's not what I'm trying to say. It's that it's not that I'm asking questions because I don't believe or I don't necessarily think it's real. Yeah. It's just that I just want to know.
You want to get to the bottom.
I want to feel like I can understand and exactly what it feels like to have this thing.
It's really fascinating as well because I just said I'm just reading more of the synesthesia thing on WebMD. Only trusted sources. The color it says it's internal mostly. The colors are just in your mind. Only a few see colors outside their body.
Okay, see. That's what I would argue, right? Because
how do you determine that though?
Because when I hear music, sometimes I can like assign and feel and like if I would like I can imagine like shapes and stuff to the music. Because that's just I don't know why.
But like physically seeing it,
outside physically of your seeing
mind.
it. That's what I thought you meant.
Yeah.
And if that's
apparently there
rare,
are some cases like
that.
that.
If that's super rare, I can understand that.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the artist getting described to what color is. You know, of course we're never going to be able to like visualize that because we've never experienced that. So we're like, I mean, I get it, but I don't get it.
Well, because if that artist had that symptom, for example, then it'll be a lot easier. If he were to be what color is red? And it would just be like, oh, number 4. And he's like, oh, I get it.
Right, but the reason why you ask like a billion questions when someone says, oh, I have this thing, is that you're like, well, okay, well, we're not going to just... We need to make sure that we figure out what it is that you have.
Yeah.
So we're going to be very thorough and ask every single question. Explain it all to me. Yeah. Is something not adding up? Is something happening? And then you go and contradict it again later by saying this X thing. It's like, of course, I just want to know all this stuff because I'm like, I want to just hear how it works. Because sometimes you hear stuff and you're like, that sounds like you made it the fuck up.
Yeah.
I
what are your sources on that?
Yeah.
Well, you like
listen, iPhone 12. You make shit up. You want to sound cool, right?
But also, like, the older you are, the more you realize, man, the brain is just fucking weird. Okay, that's like the one thing that I've never been able to like understand of like how your brain is just this powerful.
We're going into some shower thoughts. Right
we're going to get shower thoughts now. Okay, like split personalities.
Yeah,
How is your brain fucking capable of that? That is insane to me. That you're
Harvard
it's because there's 2 brains in there.
I think a lot of the time stuff like trauma can cause that, right?
Yeah,
so it's like a defense. It's like an internal defense for some people. For others, it's not. But like, there's a many reasons why your brain anatomy or whatever could have the decision that this is how you're going to deal with it, or this is what's going to happen.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It's like
it's a defense mechanism.
The way I always try to like explain to people if this conversation ever comes up, which it rarely does. But like, for example, one thing that we as humans believe without a doubt is that when I've seen something, I saw it.
Yes.
Like I 100% saw this. You can't change my mind. Right. And it's like, well, no, because we have many, many occasions where like witness testimony where they swear they saw it and they swear on their life and everything.
Straight up wrong.
And it's been not maliciously because they had no reason to lie and it was just wrong.
Yeah.
Like it just did not happen. It did not align. So like the brain, memories, perception, it's all like almost it changes at times.
I mean,
And
that's like-
if your memories can't be trusted as being fact.
Yeah.
And what you saw, who knows what else the fuck your brain is making out?
Oh yeah, and I mean, that's like the whole basis on like sleight of hand magic, for example. It's like your brain immediately thinks, "Oh, that card disappeared," but no, it's just your brain just can't keep up with it.
It's like our brain is like an algorithm that has chosen the best way to do things.
Yeah, it chooses the
cuts
best answer.
corners.
Yeah,
I actually have a theory. Okay. Going on a slight tangent.
I'm not a scientist. You couldn't.
We're none of us are scientists.
This is my theory and of understanding of stuff I've seen.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a theory. So you guys have all felt deja vu, right?
Yes, of course.
Yes. Everyone's felt deja vu in one sense or form, even if they've never been to a place or been in this situation before.
I've been in this place before.
I have been to this place before. So like, I have a theory that deja vu comes from like you experiencing basically the same thing in your imagination, maybe through dreams or something like that. Because like,
possible.
Yeah. Because when they say that you remember all of your dreams, I'm like, how? That's bullshit.
No,
I remember none of my dreams.
No.
But I believe like some people will say that, yeah, you remember all of your dreams, even if you can't recall them. And I have a theory that deja vu is your subconscious brain being like, I have seen this before in my memory somewhere.
Yeah.
And
Come back in
it
300
can't-
years to find out the answer.
Have you ever felt jamais vu before?
What the fuck is that?
It's the opposite of deja vu.
That just sounds like a dance move. Oh yeah, jamais vu.
Jamais vu.
Jamais vu.
What, where you experience something you're like, I've never experienced this
I've
before.
never experienced something before, but you have. That's a real thing.
Give
Look
me
it
an
up.
example. Give me an example. What have you had? What happened?
I've never experienced
Well,
it. I'm
what's
just asking.
So
Because it's a thing.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure like Alzheimer's, right? You just described Alzheimer's.
It's just a fancy word for Alzheimer's.
It's French Alzheimer's to me. I don't know.
It's like, Doctor, here's jamais vu. Jamais vu. I haven't been to this place before.
Even though I have.
Help, I left a note for myself and it reads turn the gas off.
Jamais vu. That's just memento. Right?
Yeah, it's just memento,
I think our brains are computers in a way. They're very good computers. And computers have bugs.
You know what's my
sometimes.
favorite shower
And we
thought
fuck
about
up.
the brain?
Go.
The brain named itself. Think about that for a second.
No, oh, fuck.
Think about that for a second.
It's
brain named itself.
It's such a pedantic fucking shower thought. And I realized the moment I was going to say it, I knew you were going to say, I'm like, fuck this. I'm entertained.
I love that one.
I love how Connor just like processed for a minute and like, nope, it's not worth it.
How to blow someone's mind in 4 words.
Well, like one of the freakiest videos I've ever seen, which I still fucking, if I want to go into like an existential crisis, I watch this video. It's like a CPG Grey video called like There Are Two of You or something like that.
Okay.
Where he explains that, there's the right side of your brain and then there's the left side of your brain.
Yep.
Right? And so that's connected via a nerve. But there have been cases in medical history where they've had to like disconnect the nerve connecting the right and left side of the brain.
Yeah.
And you can still function as a human being, right?
Right.
But only, I think, one of the side of your brain is in charge of speech, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other is like part of like motor skills and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
I might be getting that completely
I
wrong, but-
believe that one side, if I remember this correctly, one side of your brain controls one side of it and the other one controls the other side of it.
Yeah.
So there have been cases where you've had the split brain and they've given like an apple to, let's say, the right, they've put like the right... I'm going to take a toilet break and then I'm going to watch the video and then I'm going to explain it because
Sounds too easy.
and
That's too simple.
Guys, you know it's time. This episode's sponsored by Bokksu, our favourite Japanese snack box.
Bokksu sources rare snacks from all over Japan and partners with family businesses to create signature treats you can't find anywhere else. This month is the month of October, but instead of celebrating Halloween in Japan, we are celebrating the autumn koryo, which is when the trees turn into that beautiful reddish, yellowish orange.
I've already just seen this. This is a yuzu cake. I am a fiend for yuzu, so let me just try this out.
This is definitely the month for yuzu, for sure.
It's glistening. It's glistening. God, let me try this.
God, I can smell the yuzu from here.
Oh, so good.
Well, if you love yuzu Garnt, then you can also down it with a little bit of Earl Grey Hojicha as well.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely beautiful tea pairing with some yuzu.
Honestly, guys, this is so good. I'm probably gonna have to order another box. I'm not gonna lie.
We receive these boxes every single month and destroy them. So if you want to try some rare Japanese snacks and support us and support Japanese family businesses and our channels, click the link in the description down below and use coupon code TRASHTASTE to get $15 off your first Bokksu order.
Thank you to Bokksu for the sponsor. Back to the episode.
Here's the problem with the brain, right? So every explanation you have for it is not we don't even fucking know what's happening. We don't know what's happening. It's way, way complicated, more than we could ever imagine.
Yes.
It's the brain trying to understand the brain.
Exactly.
The brain can't
we
comprehend.
don't. It's too much. We don't know what the brain is. So when people are like, the left side, right side, mate, one personality, one good. It's like, no, that's, that's it. We'll pack it in then. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Well that's it. Okay, thanks. So we know when to stop the scientists, stop wasting all the money. Don't research anymore.
It's the brain trying to convince itself on how it works.
Yeah. We like easy answers because we're humans, and it doesn't fucking work like that.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
And that's why like study is still being done. But like, I think, with modern technology, we are getting a much better understanding.
We're getting a better understanding.
I mean,
and we can
realize-
take educated
I
guesses.
reckon we're like surface level at this point of
Yes,
like
yeah.
understanding how the brain works.
All right, tell me about the fucking left and right side and why you're wrong.
All right. Why I'm wrong? Why I'm wrong? Okay.
You're wrong. Just predisposition.
Connor's brain is like, I don't believe any of this. This is bullshit.
go on.
The brain is a lie. He's lying, Connor. He's lying.
Go on. My brain is like, don't trust that brain.
All right.
That brain is full of shit, Connor. Go ahead.
All right. So there have been cases where, for medical reasons, they've split the left and right side of the brain. So they've split any kind of connection between the left and the right side of the brain.
Yeah.
But your left and right side of the brain is in charge of different things. So there have been cases where it feels like to a patient of one of these conditions that they would try to pick something, and then their other hand would kind of like disagree with them. They noticed some disagreement with that,
right?
And so they have done some tests, right, where they give a command to, let's say, the left side of the brain. They split off the vision, give a command to the left side of the brain, like pick up a Rubik's Cube, and they show nothing to the right side of the brain,
Right.
And they ask them, okay, did you pick up an object? And the guy answers, because only one side of it is in charge of speech. No, didn't pick up anything. And then so they give the instruction for like the left side to put the Rubik's Cube on the right side.
Yeah.
And the scary thing is that because one side is in charge of reasoning, they'll just like make up a reason that a cube has just suddenly appeared in their hand. They'll reason that something like, oh, I've just always wanted to solve a Rubik's Cube or something like that. And that is like terrifying.
Yeah.
I believe that this experiment could have taken place and could have happened. I just don't buy into the right and left side thing. And I mean, it seems to.
I mean,
That's your right side of your brain.
that's your reason and logic side operating.
When we took many pee breaks,
You gotta fire off those left side.
I also Googled it because I'm pretty sure I heard this was a myth one time. And I Googled it, and apparently this is also. There is some very, 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 very slight truth to how different areas of the brain work, but it's not that easy where it's just left and right.
Oh, no, of course.
Obviously, if you start cutting the brain up, weird shit's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like the dude who had a whole fucking pipe rammed through his brain and survived.
Yeah.
Who started being way more angry. Like when you take out the frontal cortex? Frontal cortex.
Yeah.
I think people start acting way more angry.
Yeah.
Get way more. I guess what's the word?
Well, isn't that like your reason and logic side of your brain?
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Or part of your
from
brain,
what I
right?
understand, you can't just like cut the same thing out of every single brain and the same results are going to happen. Like it's like if you start.
There are
cutting-
some parts though, like the amygdala, for example, which is like
Yeah.
the part of your brain that operates emotions, right? If you cut that out of any person, then maybe not all of your emotions are going to
Yeah.
disappear. You're not going to
Yeah.
turn into like a fucking
I
husk or
think-
whatever, but like a lot of emotions is controlled by that part of your
Yeah.
brain. So if you cut it out, then you'll definitely be less emotive.
I just thought they were called coups.
Yeah, coups are just people who have their amygdala taken out.
I don't know. I think even remotely pretending like we understand 1/10 of brain science
Brain science.
is optimistic.
I took psychology 1 in college.
Trash Taste tries to attempt to be brain science.
took a psychology class in
it
college
raises
once.
the
I know what
question
I'm
of
talking
like,
about.
what are you? Can you bring this topic up if none of us know fucking anything about it? Are we allowed to talk about
We
it?
can,
Yeah,
we
I
can
mean-
make speculations.
Yeah, we got.
right?
I just
I'm betting the brain's gonna fucking int tomorrow.
Yeah.
Speculating.
Well,
on
it's
that.
like not if not even fucking professional scientists who work on this kind of shit day in and day out fully understand what's going on. Then I think that leaves enough liberty for people who have no idea to talk about it as well.
Also, like
Because it's like talking about this
like
isn't.
is that like a bad? I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Like.
I feel like that argument is used.
Okay,
I feel like that argument is used to discredit scientists. And I hate that argument.
No, but of course, but like what we are talking about in this episode isn't going to hurt someone.
No,
someone's not no one watching this is going to be like, oh fuck.
I already got my frontal lobe.
I'm feeling too many things. Thank God Trash Taste told me to cut my amygdala out. Like no one's gonna do that.
Depression cured.
Yeah, depression cured. Just take out my amygdala.
I just cut out a bit of my brain.
Yeah,
fucking
easy.
cured.
Like no one's gonna do that.
Yeah. I mean, it's fucking insane that at one point, lobotomies existed. I just find that insane, how that was just like a treatment.
Is there any times where it's still used?
Not anymore.
Do we know? Can we
I really hope not.
I think they very quickly realized that you are just basically killing someone inadvertently.
But like, I mean,
it's the equivalent of when you had an old CRT and you just start hitting it on the side to make it operate again.
If you take out your brain, have a brain transplant.
Yeah.
Your brain is shit for some reason or whatever.
Yeah.
You could
Your brain's shit.
They keep you alive, whatever, and then they put a new brain in it. I don't know. They can't do that. I'm pretty sure, but maybe you could. Let's say you could, right? Let's say you could. Brain transplant. It's possible. For some reason, we can keep you alive. We can give you a new brain.
Yeah.
Are you still you?
No. No.
Yo,
not,
you just described the fucking plot of Ghost in the Shell. Literally, word for word.
It's like if your soul is inside of an android, is that android really you?
Is your soul in your brain?
We don't know. We're getting
this is a shower thoughts episode. I thought, why not ask?
Now we're getting into like the religious territory.
I love that fucking, what's the name of that thing? Go on. Say a thing while I Google it.
He's going to bring up a meme after like,
no.
So he's saying this really deep thing.
A really deep thing.
So like Uganda Knuckles.
The ship of Thesis.
Oh, yeah, where you replace every piece of wood.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain what the ship of Thesis is for people?
Yeah, so obviously there's this question that is arised where if you start with a ship, let's say you're going on a long voyage from the UK to America, would have taken you fuck knows how long back then.
Yeah.
And every now and then while your ship is going along this route, a plank of wood snaps off here, maybe you change some wood here. You found after doing this whole journey that your entire ship has sort of changed nearly all of its parts. And that the ship is kind of a little bit different and it's not the same ship. But it's still called the ship of Thesis.
Yeah.
Is it still the same ship, even if you change every part over time?
Well, technically speaking, if we're getting into shower thoughts territory, humans are also that way because it's like we're constantly reproducing cells in our body. Cells die, and then we make new cells to replace those older cells.
You replace your skeleton as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the question.
You knew that? I didn't fucking know that.
So there is a point where you literally replace every cell in your body.
Yeah, you replace every cell in your body, right? So basically, us now, there is not a single cell in our body right now that is the same cells that we had when we were a baby.
Why am I getting shit?
Thank God. Beta cells.
Why am I getting disgusting?
I replaced them with the alpha cells.
I got the sigma cells right now.
Why are they replacing my good cells with shittier old cells? Stop. Stop making me old.
No, but here's the thing, right? Here's another shower thought. Newer cells are still making you older. How does that work?
Because they're copying it themselves, Joey. They're just copying over and over again.
Okay, but are you the same person that you were as a baby? If all of the cells that you had as a baby are now non-existent in your body because they've been replaced with newer cells, you're not the same person as you were.
It's all mitosis, right?
Huh?
It's all mitosis.
What's mitosis?
The cells duplicating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But they're duplicating.
Okay. But
it's my fucking fault because I'm introducing McDonald's to the mix. They would have been fine if I gave them what they wanted, but no. I had to bring a Big Mac and many milkshakes, and then the cells started fucking duplicating poorly.
Dying like crazy.
They started fucking dying.
Do you know what I find fucking shitty and dumb?
What?
Like,
this argument?
If you tell me something dumb, I'm going to kill you.
No, it's just like, cool. Like, McDonald's, all this fast food shit, pizza, bad for you. Why is your body making them taste good? Why?
No, I think that's how it is. I think that's how it is.
There's the argument of all the healthy shit tastes gross and all the bad shit for you tastes good.
Yes.
That is if that isn't the biggest troll your brain has played on you.
Bro, like I thought evolution was meant to like help you. Why have we not evolved to a point where at least healthy foods had like taste a bit better? And,
because humans are privileged.
Okay, well, this raises an even bigger question, right?
Yeah.
if we were to evolve as, say, a species, and you know how we're like, oh yeah, fucking rats, they love fucking peanut butter. They love it, right? Why do we not all like the same things?
What do you mean?
Why do we not all enjoy the same foods?
Play the
same
Macintosh
amount?
Plus theme.
Hits blunt.
I'm just saying. What you're asking is for us to be programmed the same, where we just think that carrots are top 10 delicious food. Everyone on Earth agrees.
Okay, but here's the question, right? Why is it that humans turned out that way, but animals didn't?
You know, God didn't this whatever mystical fuck made the Earth didn't make pizza. We did that.
Yeah.
We came up with that shit.
Right.
Because we were like, this wheat shit, this cheese stuff that we figured out how to make, we should just start combining shit. We did that. That's not that they did. Well, I think when evolution happened, they didn't know that the Big Mac Super Royale was going to exist.
They weren't prepared.
We threw that in. That's on us. We threw that into the
one
mix.
thing that can beat Darwin, a fucking Big Mac.
Also,
Explain the Big Mac sauce, Darwin. Explain that shit.
Also, another question. Another fuck up.
Evolution has led us to the Big Mac sauce.
We keep saying this evolution thing like every evolution is good. Not every evolution is good.
What's a bad evolution trait that we got?
Think of like half the fucking birds that died out. How do you die out as a bird? You got to be really fucking trolling to die out as a bird.
That's the whole point of evolution, Connor. It's survival of the fittest. What are you talking about?
So the point is that you're implying that every single evolution is a good evolution. Not true. Not every evolution, it turns out to be as beneficial as others. That's why only the best one keeps going, right? Maybe we are the humans that are not doing good, but we've just figured out how to survive anyway, but we're evolving into shitty traits, but we're just really good at fucking slapping a massive Band-Aid on it. Think about it, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's a genuine argument.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is
we could be de-evolving
you
right
are
now.
implying that every evolution is good. Not every single
I
evolution
never said
is
that.
good. The way you're using the word...
No. Evolution is... The whole point of evolution is survival of the fittest. If we
broke the game.
If we evolve...
The game doesn't matter anymore, God. We fucked it up.
What I'm trying to say is every evolution should be a good evolution, because if it isn't, then we would die off. But yes, I believe we have gotten too smart and we have broken the evolution game, okay?
But what if, for example, we're probably just another like pawn in this game, right? Like the next evolution of humanity might be the newer version, and this version of us might be the ones that die out in a couple thousand years. Who the fuck knows?
Here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
If we truly lived in a fucking evolution, let's do it, right?
Yeah.
People who had like incurable diseases would die out.
Yes.
Right, but we don't let that happen because we're not fucking monsters. We try and help people.
Exactly.
Right.
We have evolved, I guess, empathy?
The humans evolved the most powerful trait, a heart,
a soul.
Evolution doesn't care about your feelings.
But then we evolved.
Evolution is just the epitome of get good. It's like, fuck your feelings, get good.
The first humans,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck they were,
Neanderthals.
Yeah.
we even cared about other weaker members of the group in evolution. We don't know why did we evolve to be like this? I don't fucking know. It's not and realistically, it's not a trait that helps us to survive in any way.
But hold on, you're
maybe it could
suggesting
actually.
then that
Might do.
humans don't. You're suggesting then that only humans are creatures that are able to feel empathy.
No, that's not true. By the way, why do any creatures develop it? I mean, it could be beneficial to build bonds.
Because it's beneficial to the pack.
Right.
If you have like a herd kind of like culture,
If
then
empathy
it's
didn't exist in animals, packs wouldn't exist.
But we've gotten to the point where we're not concerned about the next evolution of human beings. We're just trying to fucking get everyone to get alive.
Well, the thing is, we're not concerned about it because we haven't been around long enough to feel that change.
Yeah.
Right? Like birds, for example, have been around for literally millions of years. So obviously they've felt that change. Humans have only been around for like what, couple thousand?
But we see changes in every like generation of people. You know, like
of course. Like us
based
today,
on shit that we did.
Yeah, us today are nothing like humans 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
That's evolution already.
And there are some
We're taller.
Yeah.
We're taller, yes. We're more alpha.
Yeah. Are we though?
Have you heard some of the stories, Jerry?
We have turned into herbivores.
We had to make up John Wick to get our fucking Zeus. You know what I mean? Like we had to make that shit up.
Yeah, I mean there are like habits within us that we don't understand.
Yeah.
And we still have. And people think it's due to evolution. Like I don't know why people you see someone yawning and you feel like the need to yawn. You know?
We're like talking evolution, like I yawn, you yawn.
But it's true. That's the thing that happens. That happens. Yeah.
Tell me why that happens.
You
Tell me
see someone yawn,
Yeah.
it sends from your eyes, it sends a signal to your brain where your brain says, yawn.
This could be the most.
And you're like, okay.
This might be the most scientifically inaccurate trash this episode of all time. But fuck it, let's roll with it.
Fuck it, let's keep
Yeah,
going.
we're wrong with
This
it.
isn't science. This
Yeah.
is shower thoughts.
Yeah.
Right. So humans.
Right.
Great.
Great.
Awesome. So
I like 'em.
Our priority is to make as many of us as possible.
Yeah.
Right. If you think
Yes.
about
Yeah.
the survival instinct of us,
Yo,
right?
Japan's sweating right now.
Yeah, but why do like none of us give a shit about doing it?
Well, that doesn't even have to do with the fact that we're
And
trying
why?
to repopulate.
It's like going down.
It's like
we're
every
not having babies.
Here's the thing, but it's not even about that. It's like every human, I think most humans on planet Earth can agree that I think subconsciously we're all thinking right now, shit, planet's dying, we have to save the planet. You ask someone, how do we do it? Everyone's like, I don't fucking know. But,
We know how to do it, but the people in charge aren't fucking doing it.
Yeah, exactly. See, lack of empathy.
I mean, it's lack of like it's a bad trait of the human mind, I guess.
Yeah.
If we're going into this place where we can't really conceptualize a problem this vast, right? We're only able to conceptualize literally either stories we hear about or most of us our immediate problems and the immediate issues that we're facing.
That's the real shower thought. Did we evolve to develop empathy, or did we evolve further where we think we have empathy?
No, that's bullshit. No, you just said
Do
a
we
bunch of
actually
words.
have
No, you just
empathy?
said a bunch of words.
Do we actually have
No.
empathy,
Yes,
or did we
do.
just build the knowledge where we think that empathy is a healthy social construct?
Do you think?
Because let's be real, why do you think, for example, every zombie apocalypse film that happens, right? Immediately it's like, oh, the monsters weren't the zombies. The monsters were within. We're the real monsters, right?
What are you talking about?
Because at the end of the day, when it comes to actual survival, right? Like think of every apocalyptic movie. You don't see people being fucking empathetic. They're the ones that die first.
Yeah, but that's a zombie movie though.
Okay, yeah, but let's say for example, if it's like
Okay. Here's where it all came from, right?
Yeah. Right.
Is that human beings have the natural want to be accepted in their like group.
Yes.
That's what we've just evolved to do.
Yes. Yeah.
Empathy is just a branch of that. It just
Yes.
came from that.
Yeah.
Because
it's just a social construct.
Well, yeah, but and it just boils down to the need that we want to
Fuck
fit
the
in.
government.
We just want to fit in.
We
What does that have to do with
fit
the
in.
government?
We
What
just-
is it?
we just
What does
wanna
the government have
fuck
to
the
do with this?
system.
Do you think we've gone too smart? Maybe because here's the thing.
No, we're dumb. Look at what we're fucking doing to the planet. We're clearly dumb as fuck.
But the thing is, we got smart enough to fuck it up, but not smart enough to figure out how to fix it.
Yeah.
As a group, right?
I think any creature that develops the science of thinking about science
We have a
is gone
history
too far.
of making stuff
Yeah.
and then not thinking about how it's going to work,
But also-
and then just implementing it.
Yeah.
But also, like for example, you talked about it should be human nature to self-preserve, to make more of us, to preserve the human race. But we've gotten so smart that in some places of the human race, we've gotten smart enough to just not make that decision.
Yeah.
which completely
We've got to the idea now that it's not a natural instinct
This
to
is
reproduce.
such a Joe Rogan conversation. This is like,
I haven't even had any DMT yet, man.
bro, I want to shoot some fucking horse tranquilizer or something. Is that what you do? Is that what you do when you
We're
go
all
on the Joe
we're
Rogan
all
show?
holding imaginary blunts right now
Where is
during
it-
this
where is-
entire conversation.
I'm glad we filmed this in Japan, because if we filmed this in LA, everyone
we
would
would
think,
all be holding a blunt right
everyone
now.
would think we'd be like high as fuck, man.
If I was like 90 years old and had glasses, you guys would just think I'm the expert. Like I'd be on
Of
that.
course.
So you gotta talk.
Well, that's why he's got the
Nah,
glasses.
true.
We didn't even plan for this shit. I just happened to bring glasses today.
Yeah,
Yeah, fucking, it's, I don't know. I feel like these are...
we're dumb as fuck.
We are dumb.
No, we are.
We're so dumb.
We've developed really specific parts of our brain to think that we're smarter, but in reality, we're still fucking dumb in a lot of aspects.
We're actual, like, apes.
We're still
Like,
apes. We're
on a
just
rock.
monkeys in shoes.
Yeah, we're apes floating on a rock, like flying through space, but
But we're smart enough to know that.
we're smart we're smart enough to develop things that could like fucking wipe us off the face of the earth.
We're not only smart enough to know that, but we're also smart enough to not give a shit. Isn't that fucked up? Isn't that fucked up? We're fully aware that we are just a tiny speck of dust in space, and yet we are still smart enough to be like, yeah, but fucking whatever. I want to go to work.
This is one of the weirdest fucking episodes of Trash Taste I think we've ever fucking filmed. Yo, Trash Taste philosophist, where you at?
But that's another thing, right? It's like, I think the first time that we saw like actual human evolution was when Aristotle was just like, philosophy's a thing now.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, because I always found that weird that like, I can't, like, did it really take that long for humanity for someone to be like, I'm thinking about shit.
So
but why?
Okay.
Is that weird?
No,
Am I the one that finds that weird?
No. Okay, here's what's up. Right?
The more you think about it, the weirder it gets. It's like one day someone was like, I'm thinking about something.
No.
But why?
No. This is so short-sighted to think that. There's obviously been people who have thought about shit before that.
Yeah.
It's just, we were really fucking bad. We were like, should we keep a record of stuff? No. And then who's going to keep the records? We were having
We'll just tell it to our children.
We were having too many wars. We were killing each other all the time. And when you take over a place, are you going to keep their fucking thoughts on a piece of paper? Fuck that shit. I'm burning that motherfucker shit down. He was dumb as fuck. I killed him.
Right.
I don't want to know what he thought or what his people thought. So we were just too busy trying to get by.
No.
And isn't that what we're doing today?
Aristotle.
We're just doing, that's why no one cares about climate change, because we're like, the damn gas prices are making my survival harder. It's all a full circle. We all keep fucking ourselves. And the people in charge keep fucking us.
That's what I'm saying.
I just love how you make it sound like Aristotle invented thinking.
He did. No, he did not. He absolutely did not.
He invented
Culture.
the science of
Culture.
thinking.
No, he's the only one that we remember and that we bothered to keep his fucking books around. Everyone else we wiped from. Do you know how many civilizations that Britain probably fucking raided and just destroyed all their records?
But then you're suggesting that before Aristotle there was no writing.
No, there was, but we just didn't keep it.
Right.
We just burned it or got rid of it or let it go to waste.
But then wouldn't you think that if someone before Aristotle had come up with the idea of thinking, then it would be written down somewhere?
Okay, so make something up.
I'm sure.
Let's do a little thing.
Okay.
Let's say you're the kingdom of what's your kingdom called?
These nuts.
Kingdom of D's nuts, right? You have what's your philosopher called?
Fucking Tits McGee.
So Tits McGee is made basically like these amazing books that the D's nuts empire just reveres.
Yes.
Well, turns out they spent a little too much time thinking and not raising their army. And Chad Garnt over here comes and destroys the kingdom of D's nuts.
Right.
And he thinks that your race is just inferior because you couldn't beat him in battle. So let's destroy all your word stuff because we don't care about what you say. And we'll take the fun little bridges you built and the little toys you built.
Okay, then
fuck the thinking stuff.
Okay, then here's
we
the
don't
question.
want that. So we destroy that because we're gonna. Our own guys are smarter because we won. If you guys were smart, they would have thought about it.
Okay, then if that's the case, then why did we keep the books from the Greeks?
Well, I mean, it was closer to our time period where preservation of information mattered more, right? And culture started mattering more, and stuff like that started to become more.
Yeah, but it's not like when the Greeks popped up, suddenly we're all like, don't burn the books, everyone. Let's keep them.
No, but it's like
it was a gradual thing.
I mean,
there's a number of factors to why that period and other periods like the Roman stuff is so well documented,
right?
And it's because a lot of the times as well, when these places would get taken over, the other places taking them over, or whenever the empire fell or whatever, they might also have a respect for what the stuff that they've also shared or come up with.
Right, no, I get that, but like, why was it specific?
I feel like this is wrong.
Oh no, it's absolutely wrong.
No, it's like,
I have no information on this. This is just like, this is what I'm imagining.
For like 1,000 of years, we were terrible at keeping any documents about anything.
Right.
No, but I believe like, I don't believe Aristotle, I don't even know if he was technically the first
that's why
philosopher.
I'm saying there's no way he was the first one.
I don't believe he was the first one. I believe he might have been the first one to actually put a name to it. He was the only one smart enough to be like, I'm thinking really hard. I should probably put this under a word so everyone can know what I'm doing right now.
Well, there's
thinking.
There's other sects of life that are very closely tied.
He's just
to philosophy,
he's the world's first five hit.
Well, religion is just philosophy, just in a nice package, in like a DLC. Like, think about it. Like the philosophy of like it's like a religion, and that whole thing is like a whole package.
I mean, that's a whole other can.
You know what I mean? Yeah. What I'm saying is that like it's just a way of life and a way of agreeing to how you think it is. Like, so saying that he's the first one is just completely wrong.
But then I always wonder, right? Taking that logic of like, say for example, when the barbarians took over the Romans, right? Why was it then that all the Roman stuff is so much more well preserved than say all the stuff before it? Even though the barbarians probably didn't give a shit about what the Romans
I'm not
did.
a historian, so I can't tell you that.
Historians, please let us know, because I've always wondered that. Right?
I'm sure there's because
what was the turning point where people were like, maybe we should start respecting other cultures to the point where we preserve their stuff?
Well, I think it goes beyond that. It's like you get to a point in society where you realize, being being powerful, having a powerful army, there may be more to life than just taking over people. You know, there may be more to life. Otherwise, half the things in society wouldn't matter.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. But what was the turning point? That's what I want to know.
What was the turning point?
Yeah, what was the turning point between let's burn everything and everyone that they've ever loved so that we can pretend it never existed?
No.
Who invented empathy?
No, there's always been empathy.
Aristotle invented empathy.
There's always been empathy, right? It just, at different times in the life, in history, people value different things.
Right.
At one point, they valued, they realized, we could also sell this stuff. We could do stuff with this instead of just destroying it all and pillaging and all that fun
Yes,
stuff.
of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, I don't think we should not even discredit, but play down how important philosophy,
very much so.
Philosophy has come to shape
absolutely.
just how we live and everything like that. Because you look at the such different mentalities and way of thinking between, let's say, the West and the East,
Yes.
and you see a lot of people who are in Asia was very much their mentality is very much based from that Chinese philosopher who I forget the name of now.
Which one? Confucius?
Confucius,
Yeah.
right? That is it. It's just it's gone so far back that it's literally steeped in society and the mentality.
I'm
of
looking
how
up
people
who
think.
invented philosophy.
That's also another problem is that
it's not Aristotle, it's Socrates. My bad.
Socrates.
Yeah, sorry, I got that completely wrong.
so
Replace every Aristotle with Socrates.
You've triggered so many people. With
Yeah,
that.
sorry.
I'm not educated enough to know which one you're talking about.
Okay, that should prove
no one fixed me. So
that
I'm
should
like,
prove
it's
that
Aristotle.
none of us are educated. By the way,
sorry, it's Socrates. My bad.
So, also as well, another thing that's to be taken into account is that our history and our understanding of it is very English centralized.
Yes.
We don't know. We don't educate about Asian history or
Eastern
African
philosophy.
history as much as we should. So our view of the world inherently as well already is already biased as fuck.
Well,
and we're like, the Greeks, man, those fucking guys, just other dudes who they know what they're talking
figure that
about.
shit out.
There's other people in China, fuck them. I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean?
They don't speak English.
They're in Greek. but it's a very close proximity, and it's a history that a lot of people have subscribed to for a lot of time. So we're biased as fuck.
Yes, of course.
This is hard as fuck because this is too much stuff. This is too much for any one person to keep track of everything and have a good globally minded view on everything.
See, our brain. We haven't evolved far enough for that yet.
No, we're never going to. Our brain is already running in 110%.
Well, we might. You never know.
What do you mean?
Again, we might just be the Neanderthal in the chain of humans. We don't know that.
We're not.
Japan has barely figured out web design. I am not holding up any hopes for our fucking brain capacity to evolve.
I mean,
yeah, it's going to take millions of years, and I think we're going to invent something that can think better than us. No, I mean, that's that's computers.
Japanese
We've
website.
already invented something that can think better than us.
we,
all right,
we are. I mean, we're going to be owned by Jeff Bezos. That's the point of this.
Jeff Bezos is going to be like Andros in the sky. It's just like a big face that just overlooks the earth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's complicated.
Yeah,
of course.
That's the episode.
But
That's the summary of
it's
this episode.
complicated, but that's why I like these kinds of discussions, because it's just like a never-ending list of what ifs that, let's be real,
it's like
no one's ever gonna fucking know the answers.
It's like three guys in an old person home trying to remember what they all had for breakfast, and none of them actually know.
We're just theorizing.
I had oats 4 days ago, so fuck you. It's oats. I feel like it's a
you
terrible
didn't even
version.
come into this all folks home 4 days ago.
What do you mean you missed oat day?
You weren't even here 4 days ago. Holy shit.
I have a lot of strong opinions for being wrong.
What do you mean? Oh, you have a lot of strong
it took
opinions.
you this many episodes to figure that out.
I'm just saying I'm fully aware of that.
Yeah.
I know.
His brain's developed enough to understand.
At least you acknowledge that. At least we all acknowledge
Hey, if you tell
that.
me some facts, I'll believe you.
Yeah.
If you give me some information, you're like, this is what some dude said online who's very knowledgeable. I'm like, all right.
I'll just trust the source. Sometimes you just like.
This is the problem though, is that when you're like,
so
damn,
then do you believe Socrates invented philosophy or no?
He didn't invent philosophy.
It literally says he invented philosophy. Before Socrates, there was no concept of philosophy.
Do you believe that? That we know of.
But like, I don't think that he invented
like
philosophy.
Documented and organized it, made it appealing. Yes. Yes, I agree.
I don't think Socrates was the first person to, let's say, think really hard and try to shape.
Like, don't fucking come at me and tell me that nobody else thought about some of the stuff that that man was pitching.
Was he the first person to, let's say,
make it marketable? Yes.
Make it fashionable.
Did he clickbait thinking?
Yeah. Well, he kind of did.
Well, people would come.
One simple trick.
People would come to listen to Socrates talk.
Yes.
Right? This is no different than fucking fortune tellers back in the day. This is like another branch of just talking shit and trying to make people believe it. But this one just happened to be actually
so you're saying
this one has some pretty good points. No. But like it's in my mind, it's like the same realm of stuff of where it began from.
Right.
It's like the business of trying to talk to people and preach stuff for money and trying to do that.
Yes.
Well, like it's like I guess
which is what we do.
I guess we're getting into a really philosophical discussion of how do you even define philosophy. Oh God, we're doing it again.
We are thinking. Right now, we are thinking.
How do you define?
We are thinking about.
This is like what we had with sports. When we talked about sports last time, we said that who invented this sport. It's like, no, you didn't invent football. You maybe made it like an official sport with rules and a league and stuff. Like, yeah, maybe that country did that. But like, people been fucking kicking a ball around. You know what I mean? You're the first person to kick something around and play a game with it.
No, but that's a little bit different because that's more like instinctual, right? Like philosophy is inherently.
Well, we are instinctively thinking like.
No, yes, humans are. But what I'm saying is animals aren't. Like a fish
Who was saying that?
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying. It's like there has to be like a beginning. Right?
Wait, so you're okay, hell, I think there's a giant leap. I'm trying to make out, and I think he's saying this as well, is that other people before him probably thought about things. I'm not arguing him being like, lizards thought about it, dude. I don't think lizards ever did that.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like it's interesting how like inherently philosophy is a human construct.
Because we have free time.
Yeah.
Right.
If lizards have free time,
also, we're just too smart. We're just too smart.
No, we are.
I mean, you look at dolphins.
Not all of us. Not all of you. I've seen some of the comments. Not all of you are smart. I want to put that. I want that.
Yeah, well, like what I'm saying is that like a shark isn't swimming around in the ocean being like, oh man, that fish looked delicious. But why?
But what about dolphins though? What about dolphins? Because dolphins are
fucking hate
smart
this obsession with dolphins.
Why?
Well, because they're smart as fuck.
They're smart as fuck that they do things that are unnecessary.
They are fucking awful creatures.
No, like I believe that. Please fact check this, but I believe like dolphins are like one of the only other creatures that kill purely for pleasure.
No, I know for a fact.
Right?
I know for a fact that I know for a fact that dolphins, monkeys, and humans are the only creatures on the planet who have sex purely for pleasure.
Why wouldn't they? Honestly,
right? And the rest of the animal kingdom kind of missing out.
Yo, that's some evolution that they need to fucking evolve, man. That was some good evolution. Hell yeah, man.
I want to imagine the first dolphin that was just like, I want to fuck.
So
not for babies though.
So I wanted to see if, because I remember reading about one time that apparently like, dolphins are like very aggressive sexually. Gangs of 2 or 3 male bottlenose dolphins isolate a single female from the pod and forcibly mate with her, sometimes for weeks at a time.
Holy shit. Yikes.
To keep her in line, they make aggressive noises, threatening movements, and even smack her around with their tails.
Wow, that sounds awful.
And if she tries to swim away, they chase her down. This is terrible.
That sounds like...
Holy shit.
See, maybe evolution is not a good thing.
It's my favorite Shindo El Dojo, man.
Again,
dolphins
not
kill,
every evolution is a good evolution.
Dolphins kill harbour porpoise babies in Scotland.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they kill them.
Dolphins need to chill.
Yeah, they
so
need
it's
to
like, I hate
chill.
this obsession with dolphins.
That's how you know things have gotten too smart.
But monkeys do that too, right? Like chimps do
Yeah,
that.
but you know, like, come on.
Yo, fuck dolphins, but don't let's not slander monkey heels, right?
Man, monkey, come on. They're us without rules. Come on. It's our
At least
fault.
dolphins have the decency to not throw shit at each other.
Bro, I would rather you throw shit at me than beat up my child to death.
Well, monkeys do that
No,
anyway.
they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, my monkeys would never do that. I'm gonna Google that.
I guarantee
Monkeys.
there's been instances where a monkey has just gotten fed up with another one's child and was just like, I'm gonna kill that thing. Guarantee.
Is it true, Connor? Is it?
Guarantee.
So, okay, hold up.
Guarantee.
I want to say I want to preface, this is no different to us. They only kill other, like maybe the same species, but like they kill another family's kids to stop them from fucking breeding.
Yeah.
We did that.
Yeah, but the only
Yo,
reason.
Connor, go get your mans.
Go get
your mans, Connor.
Is this your
Go get your mans.
hands already?
Hey, monkeys are engaged in warfare. That's no different from what we do. These dolphins are just killing babies for fun. No reason.
I mean, they're both assholes. They both can be
I want
assholes.
on the record that dolphins are big
on the
assholes.
record.
You're saying, oh yeah, because it's for warfare, they're doing a service. So it's like,
No, I mean, it's war. It's war. We do war.
like, no.
Bro,
They're still
we do
killing
war
each
too.
other.
Yeah, but we don't have a kill babies for fun event.
Well, no, because we have a thing called a legal system.
Point is, dolphins are dickheads.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Dolphins
Why
are
do we go
fucking-
dolphin watching?
Because
Who?
Lots of people do.
Because again, it's what we came back to with the animal survival thing. It's all branding.
Yeah.
Dolphins have branded themselves as cute, and they're
Yeah.
fucking monsters.
Yeah.
But like, how come no one goes like monkey watching?
Because monkeys fight back.
But dolphins do.
monkeys got
no.
hands. Also,
Bro, no one fucks with monkeys because
Yeah.
we know they're one step away from us. They're gonna fuck us up.
because like with an ape, you can see how fucking built they are.
Bro.
Like you know that they can fuck
get to
you
cuddle
up.
Have you
Like-
been close to a dolphin before?
I know they
You can swim with
I know
dolphins.
it can fuck you up, right?
they can
but-
fuck you up.
Yeah,
they're terrifying.
Not as
fuckers.
consistently as monkeys.
But also, you'd have to like apes are like land mammals,
That's
like
true.
us. You know, we
Yeah.
have to like go in their turf to get
Yeah,
fucked
yeah,
up
yeah.
by dolphins. Like what?
We have to give them the pull.
Yeah,
what are
yeah.
they gonna do? I'm just gonna pull the plug out.
Yeah,
True.
What are they gonna do? Like come up here and like
What, are they
throw
gonna
hands?
walk up to me?
Yeah, walk up to the
The moment dolphins evolve where they can just come up on land and start smacking the shit out of you is when we stop fucking with dolphins.
Yeah, well, when's the dolphin boxing event? When's that gonna be? When we're gonna put dolphins in the ring, right?
We do that with other animals.
Yeah, we do that with other animals. God, we're fucked up.
This episode is sponsored by ZenMarket.
Guys, have you ever seen some of the stuff we bought that are only available in Japan and thought, I want some of that stuff, but you don't know how to order it? Well, thanks to ZenMarket, they can do that for you.
Did you know that ZenMarket only has a 300 yen service fee? That is barely $2 US.
300 yen?
Which is nothing.
And because of the yen's drop in value, it is the perfect time to shop for expensive items. Figures, bulk purchases, no jinchis.
And also you get free parcel consolidation. You can combine multiple stores into just one parcel, guys. Oh my god. It's that easy.
And with multiple payment and shipping methods, ZenMarket has 1.5 million customers worldwide, so you know you can trust them.
That's a lot of weeps.
So sign up right now and get your first item with no service fee. Link in the description down below. Back to the episode.
Get yourself a JoJo suit.
Bro, let me tell you how much humans have broken the evolution game, right? Because animals now, it's a legit survival tactic. It's putting all of your points into cuteness, right? That's like a legit survival tactic now.
We're forcing them to put their points in cuteness.
Yeah,
by
exactly.
fucking breeding them.
Yeah.
We're like, you
Exactly.
better get cute or
Yeah.
your son's dead.
Yeah.
Fucking make a cute version of you or you're not breeding ever
That's
again.
why a toy poodle exists.
Yeah,
Could you
exactly.
imagine that thing in
We're
the
horrible
wild, in
creatures,
the
aren't we?
wilderness?
We're terrible.
No, yeah, because they have to
Thank
like.
God, Socrates came along and taught us how to think. Like, we fucked.
Socrates
No
was
one
like,
thought- no one thought
dogs
before
are
then.
cute, but
Nobody
they
thought before
could
then."
be cuter.
Yeah, it's just like, we talked about how fucking dumbass shit koalas are.
Yeah.
Fucking pandas will do everything they can to not fucking make babies. They want to be extinct. They literally want to be extinct. And humans are like, no, you're not allowed to become extinct.
We
You're
won't let
too
them.
cute.
Is it?
Pandas are like the emos of the fucking animal kingdom.
I think it's when
It's like, I don't want to be here.
I think there's a lot of it. It's like our fault that they're going extinct, right?
Yeah.
It's because we just tore down all their fucking homes.
Think so?
I think if pandas tore our homes down,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I wanted to die, I think I wouldn't want to breed either. They destroyed
What, do
my
you think
home.
a panda's going to come and be like, no, it's okay, don't worry about it.
So, no, breed.
We'll take care of you.
breed.
That is kind of fucked up if you think about it.
And then we have the audacity to show them panda porn.
Yeah.
What is this? Some Black Mirror shit? What we show like
if
what
you
if
think
the
about it,
pandas
that is-
were our overlord and they
Yeah.
started showing us porn.
That is kind of fucked up if you think about it. That's like if someone like broke into your home and like ransacked your shit and then you lost everything and you're like, well, I guess I don't want to be here anymore. And that same robber came back and was just like, oh, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll show you some. Yeah, we'll buy some new furniture. Don't worry. Isn't that fucked up? That's basically what we're doing.
I guess the argument would be that the panda's capacity to think isn't as good as ours.
Well,
so
look at these small brains.
They haven't discovered philosophy.
Yeah. So yeah, they don't have. There's no panda Socrates yet. So there's no really like
Yeah, bro. This is why we should never ever like run into aliens. Like humanity,
we're fucked.
Humanity would be fucked. You know. Like,
but then we're thinking the aliens are only better than us. Maybe they're just as bad.
What do you mean?
With like, thinking and everyone disagreeing all the time.
To be honest, I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters what we think.
Yeah.
Because like, I think what was it? I think it was called the 99% problem that was like posed by some fucking philosopher or something. But it was this like
Socrates.
Socrates problem.
Because nobody thought before.
He never thought. He's the only ever person who's thought that deep. But like, I think it was something along the lines of like, and please fact check me on this, guy. But like, I think it's something along the lines of like the DNA, like genetic difference between or disposition between like apes, like monkeys and chimpanzees, and us is that I think there is like a 99% match when it comes to like DNA, like basic structural DNA. And that 1% that chimps don't have is what makes us that much smarter than chimps.
I saw a fucking thing. Someone tweeted it was really dumb as fuck. They were like, "Oh well, yeah, we just have more DNA." So like, we evolved better. And then someone replied being like, there's more DNA in an onion than a human. Right?
Yeah. It's got nothing to do with it. It's like, I'm smarter than you. I have more DNA.
Yeah, well, we still have like lizard DNA in us. Like when
why do you think lizardmen exist?
God, you don't tell them.
Don't tell them. The lizard people are sweating right now, dude.
Aside from fucking Mark Zuckerberg, the biggest proof that there is.
Yeah.
Like I believe like when we're embryos, we still like form a lizard tail that we.
No, we gotta fact check this.
Please fact check that. But like I know
what? If you're right, I'll give you a crisp handshake.
If you're right, I'm never.
Do we evolve with lizard tails?
When we're babies, before
we're embryos.
we grow. I believe we grow a slight tailbone and then it disappears.
But going back to maybe that's fucking weird. If that is true,
I swear to God,
is it the coccyx?
Yeah, well, I'm sure. Well, isn't the coccyx just an after?
It's
just the leftovers of the tails that we used to have as when we were apes, right? Isn't that what that is?
Is it?
Well, isn't that why like the appendix as well is like just the leftovers of the second stomach that supposedly like we used to have?
Bro, the appendix, man. Don't get me started on the fucking appendix.
Why do we have two lungs? Why not just one? Just one big lung.
Just one giga mega lung.
Why do we not only have one nostril? Why do we not have
two hearts?
Yes,
I can oversight.
Which one should I do first?
There's too many things Kai has to check.
Just go.
Okay, so for the human and apes thing, the 99% is correct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I believe that. I mean, that.
The human tails thing, it says that for 500 million years or so, our ancestors apparently sprouted tails to help us stay balanced.
Yeah. So it's just like an after, like.
But do we still evolve?
But what I think Garnt is saying is that when we reproduce now.
Oh no.
Okay.
Wait, I swear.
Okay, but like going back to the 99% problem, right? It's called the 99% problem because hypothetically, right, if an alien species came to Earth, right, and they looked exactly like us, right? Or maybe not even exactly like us, but genetically they were exactly like us, but now it's the opposite of what we had with the apes. Now we have a 99% disposition between us, the human race, and these aliens. But the extra 1% we don't have is what makes the aliens that much smarter. So much of a difference that it's the equivalent to us between chimps. Right? So it's like, we look at a chimp like playing around with some blocks and, the chimp puts the square block into the square hole and we're like, very good. My son just learned algebra 2 weeks ago, right? That could be the same thing for the aliens. Yeah. The aliens would be like, oh, you're learning quantum physics? Oh, my 5-year-old just learned that the other day.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's terrible. So the real question is, why would aliens, right, give a fuck about what we think?
Okay. But like, here's one thing.
Because to them, we're probably just like the chimps.
Yeah, that's an argument,
and that's why it's scary.
Yeah, that's why it's fucking terrifying. That's why I don't think we should ever like encounter aliens at all. No. But like, one thing I've kind of just realized during this one conversation is that we've had one like example of evolution.
Yeah.
The example that's happened on Earth, right?
Yeah.
And we've evolved, intellect, smartness, and we've seen that in animals. One thing I'm kind of noticing now is that the smarter you are, the more likely you are to just be an asshole. What if you know what I mean?
Well, because you realize that you can fuck people over.
Yeah.
But also, like, how as a lion do you fuck someone over as an asshole?
What if that's just
I don't know, man. Like pushing your child off a cliff until they get to climb up. That's a pretty big asshole move.
like what if that's just an Earth thing? What if you can just evolve intellect without being an asshole? What if that's just something that's just outside of our perception?
That's what I'm saying, man. We are still the Neanderthals in this chain. Thousands of years from now, we are going to be humans that will develop.
Sounds like we're
going to get rid of assholeness.
Like you're just describing like plants. I think you just described plants. They just don't do anything. They just mind their business. We eat them. We fuck them up.
Have you not seen that M. Night Shyamalan film? Fucking.
That's what I'm saying, man. We got to start cutting amygdalas out. I'm telling you, like, maybe if we could stop feeling emotions, we wouldn't be an
But we
asshole.
decided that a dolphin killing a child is an asshole move. Maybe to them they're like, what the fuck? This is a normal Tuesday. we decide we're putting our morals on a fucking dolphin. Like the dolphin gives a fuck.
So what you're saying is assholes are a human construct.
Yes. What we decide as an asshole changes every fucking generation.
That's true. That's true.
Right? Like we had like I don't know, like you could smoke indoors before. If you did that now, I'd think you're an asshole. You could do that like 50 years ago.
So we've just gotten more sensitive.
Yeah.
Well, we just changed like what we think is acceptable and not.
Yes, of course. Yeah. I mean, social norms are always changing.
Yeah.
It's no different from animals. Sometimes you can
Are
kill
they
a kid,
evolving?
sometimes
Evolving?
That's up for debate.
I wouldn't exactly
you
use
can't.
it.
Anime. I don't think it's fair to say like, it's cut and dry that we're going forward.
Yeah, evolving is not the term I would use.
It's like, is VR porn evolution or devolution? I don't know, but I don't know how it's like helping the human race if you really think about it.
It's evolution in technology. It is definitely de-evolution in every other aspect. Oh my God.
Is there survivor bias with evolution?
I don't know.
Isn't that the whole point of evolution? It is literally survivorship. But no, wait.
See, I don't know. I feel now it's gotten to the point where that's not the thing that determines the next step in evolution.
Could you okay, so let's say dinosaurs just got fucked over.
Yeah.
They couldn't have evolved their way out of being struck by a fucking meteor.
Yeah.
The same way we couldn't, right? So in some ways it's survival of the fittest, with a few asterisks.
Well, the thing is, of
if
course,
the humans don't turn up.
Yeah.
And just decide to destroy your home.
Well, that's interesting actually, because I think I saw like a Let Me Know video about the apocalypse. And I think the conclusion he came up to is that it's actually really, really fucking hard to completely wipe out the human race, right?
Yes.
We know this because we have fucking bunkers and shit underground.
Yeah.
Stockpiling.
Exactly.
Yeah, the only way is to literally just blow up the earth.
Yeah, exactly. Just wipe out all life.
And for every, let's say there was a nuclear bomb went off. Not everyone who gets struck by that dies.
Yeah.
A lot of people survive it. Maybe it's not the healthiest, but the people who make it through.
Yeah. No, exactly. It's really, really hard to completely wipe out the human race as it is right now.
We're like cockroaches, but big.
Yeah. We're the fucking virus. We're the virus.
We are the cockroaches, dude.
Oh, dude, next level of humanity is just like the cockroach men and terraformers. That's what we're gonna evolve into, dude.
Don't say that.
Fucking God.
That was evolution the entire time.
That's the evolution, dude.
Oh my fucking
It's
God.
like reverse Planet of the Apes. We were the cockroaches all along.
I think Caesar had a point.
My God.
No, but
Something to think about.
what were we saying before about obviously all it took was an asteroid to wipe out all of the dinosaurs.
Yes.
But they weren't smart enough to not survive out there, They weren't smart
Because they were
enough.
too fucking big.
Literal small brain.
Yeah.
That's what
So Garnt, what you're saying is, if the dinosaurs evolved enough to the point where they're like, you know what, there might be this thing that falls from the sky one day and we just all get wiped out over it, so let's build a bunker underground to save ourselves.
I mean, yeah.
Then the dinosaurs could have survived. Is
It's
that what you're
not
saying?
like an ideal survivorship.
Yeah.
But the point is, you can. You know, there is certain sects of humanity that through millions of years can eventually repopulate the world.
I'm glad there are crazy bunker people out there.
Yeah.
Because we need them.
Yeah.
I don't want to be one. I'm happy to die when the asteroid comes out.
Yeah.
But aren't you then afraid that those are the people who are going to be the next humanity?
Bro, if you look back 1,000 years to the people we didn't have much better. I think we turned out okay. I think we'll be all right.
Yeah. We'll pick ourselves back up again. I'm sure of it.
You know, did you see how World War I started? Like, I think.
Yeah, true.
We don't have a good track record of the smartest people being in the best positions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
we're doing all right.
Yeah, hopefully we learn from our mistakes as a species.
No,
I mean, that's why historians
the hope is that
right?
we get 10 things wrong and one thing right every now and then.
Yeah, what I've learned is that like evolution and survival of the fittest doesn't get rid of stupid people. That's what I've learned. It's because if you think about stupid people have always been around. It's just the idea of what is considered stupid.
Yeah, because like let's say it's the whole thing with politics, where it's my agenda is better than yours, and it's for them that's survival and the way that they want to live, and that's their. So that's you're getting into that now.
So every single person on the internet who says like, oh, survival of the fittest, we'll get rid of all the dumb people and be a smarter human race. I don't think that's
alpha males.
Yeah, alpha males. I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
No, I mean
because then once you get rid of all those people, there's going to be a new type or personality or trait of some kind that will just fill its place again.
I mean, our strength as humans is that we have like everyone.
Stupidity
who
is
thinks
a
shit.
social construct.
Someone thought, hey, we should just make something that fucking flies and can carry me. And it's like no one ever. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. If I was like Middle Ages, I'm like, fuck off.
Oh yeah. Dumb people make the world go round.
We need crazy people to come up with the coolest shit.
Yes, of course.
I mean,
pizza crust stuffed. Insane.
Yeah, because it actually made pizza crust edible.
But like,
insane idea.
But the first person who came up with that, they were like, whoa.
Why are the Italians not figuring this out?
Let's go completely off topic. Well, like,
we need crazy people.
I like to think that stuffed crust was invented when someone just took a pizza and just rolled it up. I was just like,
oh, you mean a calzone?
It's like, yeah. They looked at a calzone and they was like, hang on a second. I can do that.
I remember I had this conversation with Joey once where it's just like, who do you think like invented the first blowjob? You know? Do you remember this conversation?
Yeah, we talked about it on After Dark, I'm pretty sure.
Did we actually?
I think so.
I think I had the same response of like, for fuck's sake. I'm sure people were doing it. They just didn't put a name to it, you know? You know what I mean? Like thinking, like philosophy. We didn't put a name to philosophy.
I think we Googled it and it was like the Greeks or the Romans, right?
The Romans, I'm pretty sure.
because they popularized it. Again, it's the philosophy thing all over again. So they just put a name on
they
it.
They invented Pornhub, okay?
Yeah. Romans invented giving head. They were so five-head that they decided to give head.
You doing okay?
I'm losing my mind.
You doing okay?
I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, same here. It's okay. My mind has expanded now.
Yeah,
Galaxy brain.
Galaxy brain.
We are the new philosophers of our time, and that's how you know our generation is fucked. If you guys are listening to us.
God damn it! God damn it! All the hell!
All right. Well, hey, look at all these patrons though. They're Gigabrain. Because they're supporting the show and letting us talk about dumb shit like this.
I'm so sorry to all the people we've triggered with this. I'm sure there are going to be so many angry
comments. It's just
comments.
like to all the philosophers, scientists,
historians, biologists, scientists.
I feel like
literally any field,
geneticists,
literally any form of field that has some kind of takes life.
My apologies,
psychologists.
My apologies to Socrates. I didn't mean to butcher you like that, bro. Shout out to Aristotle.
Didn't really.
But hey, if you like to support the show,
he's the one from the Marvel film, right?
What, Aristotle?
That's how people are going to know.
Yeah.
Zeus, right? That's the guy from Marvel, right?
Yeah, he's the guy with the hammer. Yeah,
that's right.
But hey, if you'd like to support the show, go to our Patreon, patreon.com/trashtaste. Also follow us on Twitter. Send us memes on the subreddit. If you hate our face, listen to us on Spotify. And I hope you enjoy this shower thoughts moment. I hope you're listening to this in the shower.
We are not high, by the way. We are in Japan. It is illegal to procure drugs here.
Yes.
This is
I don't know why we started about this. I don't
we
know
are
why
high on thoughts right now.
We started off with Haughty and ended up with dolphins and monkeys.
I'm really glad I brought my glasses today.
Yeah,
this was the perfect episode for it.
Yo, thinking been real quiet since philosophy dropped, man.
Yo,
been real quiet, man.
Everyone just stopped. Like they went from like do to like
hello. All right, before we end the podcast,
Yes.
genuine like math. That's a weird thing to me, right?
No, we're not getting into this. Math exists. We just figured out how to explain it.
As my physics teacher once said, science makes maths its bitch.
Yeah, but like if
Without
you
science,
think about
math
it,
would be pointless.
If you think about it, math is like the universal language. It's the only language that technically.
No.
Isn't it crazy that the Indians invented zero?
Okay.
Did they actually?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm actually gonna kill you guys. Okay.
Can you fact check that?
Okay. So, math is just like English, but we just use that to explain the things that are happening and how they interact. It's just a language that we chose.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
it's a human construct.
Like math
human
is there,
construct.
and it's happening. Yeah,
human construct.
it's the way that we
So
communicate.
does math
it.
exist outside of humans?
Of course it does.
Yeah, but like
Like the concept of explaining it doesn't, but
Right.
like the stuff interacting and all the formulas that are happening, those things are happening whether we
Goddamn, this is like
describe
another
them or not.
episode.
but like, do you not find it weird? Okay, this is what blows my fucking mind, right? You know, like a few years ago where they changed what a kilogram is, right?
Yes.
They mathematically changed what a kilogram is because before they had this weight that was a kilogram. It was like in a fucking bunker in France or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a kilogram.
Yeah.
And then they changed it to be
More
based
scientific.
on equations that used a universal constant. I believe it's like a constant of
The Planck-
magnitude.
the Planck
Yeah,
constant.
The Planck constant. Why are there constants in our law of the universe? Does that not that fucks me
No,
up?
okay,
Why
okay.
is this? Why did like the universe go? Yo, speed of light. That's the thing now. That's as fast as you can go.
To give you a very easy way of kind of explaining this
All right.
is that like the difference between Celsius and Fahrenheit.
Hmm.
They're both communicating the same thing, right? But they are entirely different numbers. Right, but
One is dumb and the
you
other is Celsius.
Yeah, so, yeah, exactly. you can convert, right?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. If we rebuilt math again from the ground up, we could make new constants that matched all the formulas that we'd already made, right?
Yes.
It's just we have decided that for our math, we're going to use this as the constant. If we changed it, the other constant we chose would have to change, right? It's just we have decided that this is how we're going to express these numbers and these interactions.
Why numbers?
For fuck's sake, goodbye.
Why is numbers the universal language? Sorry, mathematicians. I'm going to leave it there. Wait, how do you invent zero?
Some Indian one day was just like, we need a number that means nothing. And
Well, I
before
think-
that, there was no number for it. Isn't that crazy?
That's like.
Well, no,
What
so think about it, right? Because let's say numbers back then was purely for like trade or whatever you were using
Yeah.
it, right? So you would have one of something. You never had zero of something. So there's no need to have a zero because your math wasn't using that concept.
Yeah, but surely before, caveman, all right, you need to communicate. Hey, there are 3 X's along, there are 3 deers that we can hunt. Surely that was a concept that was needed before markets and selling stuff existed. Surely.
Yeah, but the Neanderthals weren't standing around being like, there are 0 deers to hunt.
Goodbye.
All right, we're going to continue this conversation off screen. We'll see you guys later.